We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to fight with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah. For the bourbons up the toys tonight. Rip this mambo, but we're feeling right. Media spins, but stand up round. Craft and joy with every beat and sound. Dive in the mix will set you free. Here at BTM Reviews, join the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Stand tall, raise a glass, let's get by. Together we'll make the spirits high. Leave the naysayers in the dust, child. Join the rhythm, sing and get wild. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know we brought you to sky vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
Welcome to BTM Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks you need to know. Whiskey's aged and barrels old. Stories told in glasses full. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Toys and gadgets, playtime fun. From old school to brand new ones. Action figures, cars that zoom. Fill your heart and light the room. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fun, fill your dreams. Reel to reel, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super Chevy, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super Chevy, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, this is Dave with B10 Reviews. How's everybody doing this Friday night? I'm doing great, man. Had a nice chill Friday. Like today was just nice. Nobody was bothering me, not a whole lot of phone calls. So it was just a nice Friday. And next week is basically vacation without taking vacation because it's Thanksgiving week and I do a lot of work for municipalities. So a lot of those guys are out deer hunting this week and next week. So it's good, man. So hope everybody had a good day. I was watching a little bit of the auction over on Ethan's channel. Man, there was some cool stuff, but I didn't do it. I just put the phone down and watched other people bid. Can't buy any more stuff. Got to stop the nonsense. So what's up, Mark? You have the link. Apparently, Simply Green here says you had a good haul over there. Nice. I have to put my banner back up. Since it is Friday, we'll put the challenge back up for the chat. But strange signal. I can't. I'll have my wife go to the P.O. box in the morning, and then I won't open it until tomorrow night's show, buddy. I'll do the show and do the unboxing tomorrow night. Probably, hour or so into the show so we can get some people here so we can, the most of the chat can see what you sent. That'll be good. Mark's on vacation. What's up, Jimmy? Every time I hear this song, I think Ralph, Nathan, Potsy are going to grow. Ralph and Potsy are going to grow up. Well, maybe. But guys, breaking news. Frog Tony is live on the Dick and Vito shots. So we have Jim here. How are you doing, buddy? Uh-oh. I thought he was live. He must be muted somewhere. We'll kick him and wait till the camera comes on. What's up, Stimulated?
What up, brother?
Should we show Frog Tony?
Look, yeah.
Dude,
Might as well, right?
I got to tell you something simply. I almost bought that fucking Batman.
Did you?
The last one that Paul just put up?
Yeah.
5x7 card.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, that's worth $200, but I didn't.
Dave, let me ask you that. Why didn't you jump on that Trump assassination picture on that big poster board?
I wasn't watching at that point. I was watching Justi-Fried, dude.
That drawing was not good. The guy put it up and I went, oh.
But what about Galen's penis picture?
I wasn't watching it that time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like next week is the best day to get the most value out of your the best week to get the most value out of your vacation, right? Today, tomorrow, 3 days vacation, because most companies give you Thursday, Friday off. If you work for a company that doesn't give you Friday off, you need to quit immediately. Unless you work for Walmart or something, right? But most companies that don't bring your ass in on Friday. And then you get the whole next weekend. Ugh, man, it's the best. 9 days for 3. Used to plan it out like that all the time when I was working for the man.
Yeah.
But Mark works for a company so cool. They just give him the fucking week off and don't make him use vacation. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty damn cool. They must be American. Are they American, Mark? Are they Americans? There he is. What's up, Jim? You're muted. Were Well, your camera's doing that janky thing again.
Is it? All right, I'll fix
Yeah.
it.
It's those
America,
wonderful
yeah.
cameras y'all bought.
Fuck off.
Fuck, these fucking cameras weren't cheap, dude.
What's up, Wizard? I know.
I didn't say they were cheap. I just said they were wonderful.
How you doing, Wizard of Wordplay? So they're American, says low
They're
watermark.
American cameras.
Again,
where
we
like
have,
the consumer just expects everything.
okay.
Because it sucks, though.
It sucks, and what's interesting is that the quality of things has not gone up in a way where it's like I
Yeah,
have to watch a movie that came out this year because the quality of that movie will be so much higher than a movie from 20 years
any more
ago.
expensive,
Mm.
Mark.
Or it's like, no,
than
you can just
buying
go back to stuff from 20
fucking
years ago, 40
Virginia
years ago, and
vodka.
it's still a
I
great
mean,
movie.
come on, dude.
Now my
I
camera
am
works
just
great.
On
This is
purpose.
top of the line.
Because I don't have to.
Well, yeah, it
He's
depends.
wearing
I
a
mean,
Trump hat with a wig, Rilzik.
I mean, I pay for my Netflix subscription. I think I watch
that
most
is,
of my stuff through HBO Max.
that's
and
Frog Tony,
Netflix,
guys.
and I'm
What if
paying
you
for
didn't have to
that.
pay for
Uh,
Well, like it was like
That is
I mean, I don't honestly. I could just end my subscriptions. I'm paying
Steal
at this
somebody
point-
else's.
At this point, I'm
Yeah.
not paying for media. At this point, I'm paying for convenience. You know,
So
I go,
that's
okay, well, it's already on a
Tony.
server. I'm
Long
paying
as it
access
can
to
get
the
open.
server. It
Props
makes
to
it I
Frog
don't have to
Tony for getting
download
on
it
the
on
show,
my
though.
phone
Oh, okay.
and waste hard drive space or whatever.
Yeah, but
So
what about
it's the
small
biggest
creators
problem.
who have-
If you will come and be in
Given
studio,
no,
they'll take anybody.
that's really unethical. Why?
Yeah, why is that
Who
different?
cares? Well,
I mean, just don't. Well, I mean,
No.
I don't care as long as you pay
What
me
are they
money. I don't
talking
care
about?
Pay me
where
money.
You get it,
yeah.
but please pay me money. or
Frog
else I-
Tony's problem
I
was
don't know. They're
digital
arguing,
piracy.
fighting.
What?
They're fighting and arguing about.
Frog Tony's biggest problem in the universe was digital piracy.
Digital piracy.
Terrible
Go ahead.
problem, right? That's what I said.
But wait a minute. Hold up a
Yeah.
minute.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Doesn't Tony? See, I don't want to.
Go
Fun
ahead.
fact,
It's
I designed the
speak-
shirt
speak
Tony
to
is
a grown
wearing.
ass man, Jim. Yeah, he did.
So yeah, Wizard designed that shirt.
Didn't. His problem is digital piracy, but
Hold up.
didn't he participate in digitally pirating certain comic books?
he
Am I
review?
mistaken?
For reviews.
I mean, am I mistaken?
he
Am I
bought
wrong?
those.
If I'm
He did
wrong,
buy
I'm
those.
wrong. You did buy them.
yeah, you're
Okay.
mistaken. As far as I know, you're mistaken. Yeah. As far as I know, all the reviews that I had seen or been a part of. Yeah.
Okay, then I take it
Dude,
all back.
I gotta say, I think what Apple and Spotify and all them do to music is digital piracy, dude. Like they're fucking the
To an
artists
extent.
over as much as they
Yeah.
fucking can with that shit.
Okay, well, Wizard of Wordplay says he can neither confirm nor deny.
Mm.
I don't know
Oh.
what that
He
means.
used to be partners on Tony's
Well, he
show.
used to be a part. Yeah, he used to be a co-host.
Oh, tell us, give us the secrets.
You
I
want to
could
come
send
on
him
with
the
it?
I
link.
don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
He can
Wizard,
come on
you want
though.
you want the
I've never
link,
talked
Hot
to him.
Rod?
Jim takes all this shit back.
Hot Rodney Dunham from Memphis wants the link.
It's Hot Friday. Man. Fuck no. You just want to come on though? We won't prod you at all. That'd be
I promise.
beneath us. We would never do that.
I
No,
fucking
of
cut my
course
lip
not.
shaving today, right here.
Oh, I hate that, dude. Mm. But
And
you
no
know
matter
you
what I
did,
do,
Jim?
it just won't. It wouldn't stop bleeding.
You got that shit off your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did tonight too after I worked out.
I don't understand it.
0.001 cents per song. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's cheaper. I think Taylor Swift is the only one that makes money on those fucking platforms.
Yeah, but she gets billions of fucking streams.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She's the only one. Yeah,
In
digital.
case Wizard, I
pirate-
went ahead and sent Wizard the link in case he grows a pair.
Well,
Decides
he
to
can
sack
join the
up.
party of making fun of you. He claims he can never make fun of you on his show. So
Well, yeah, because he doesn't allow me to use vulgar language on his show, so I stay
what's
really
vulgar
quiet. Like
language?
really, yeah.
What's vulgar language?
I can't say faggot. He doesn't like me to say faggot.
That's vulgar?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so like I have to really like, pay attention and choose my words wisely. And it doesn't give him a lot of opportunities.
Is Jim involved in an abusive relationship, vanishing in the middle of the stream? I saw Kevin over at Ethan's chat. He said some smart ass comment. I was like, oh, there's Kevin on his favorite show. In some ways, you're better off making physical and event and selling the albums direct. Exactly, dude. Like I think so too. But it's such a hard thing now for these artists. Nobody plays CDs, right? Nobody fucking I mean, people have turntables, but it's not a huge market anymore. But it is amazing how well they have come back, Jim. Albums.
Oh yeah, albums are great.
The problem is they want like $40 fucking. It's like, God damn, dude, it's a fucking piece of vinyl. Stop. But they're so limited, they have to charge. They're like indie comics. Whoa. I don't let him say slurs. Oh, sue me. Nobody's suing you.
Who says slurs? I
never said it.
Sometimes I swear my words.
Jim, I do want to say, man, if you are in an abusive relationship, you can talk to us. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to assume things.
I don't want Nicholas to go to jail.
You notice?
Oh, I thought you meant an abusive relationship on Twitter. I'm sorry.
I dunked on him so hard in 2 days in a row, Jim. He had to change his name and his profile picture. You notice that?
Well, your picture was blurry.
Jim's my favorite person on YouTube. Oh, he's a national treasure, all right.
Captain Bipto, that's Frog Tony. A picture of being dinner.
I did not picture him that way either, man.
I just don't understand why he's got the microphone. Like,
Guys,
how do I look?
Because he's missing a front tooth.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
Well, smile behind that microphone so you can't see your mouth.
I got all my teeth.
I do too, and I'm from Alabama.
It's not that, dude. I mean,
that's impressive.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna be on like some sort of governor's list one day if I keep all of them.
Yeah, they call it the governor down there.
The governor.
All right, let's see what they're talking about.
You're on a list, dude.
Yeah, we're on lists.
Can't do the show.
I think it's one of these things where it's a sliding scale.
Like there was a whole thing too earlier because, like, I can rewind it if you want, because Vito was supposed to drive Tony to Dick's house, and Vito basically fucked him and like, no, get an Uber.
Well, Tony, I was listening to that whole thing. Tony assumed that Vito would drive to LAX at 4:30 to come pick him up. Because
he
Tony
told him he was
said,
getting a hotel room. He told him he was getting a hotel room.
Did you finish watching it?
I was in and out. I mean, I can go back. If you want. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back and watch it.
Where am I? Where am I?
You're on the Old Men Yell at Clouds, the podcast.
Communicated that I was asleep, and I got multiple phone calls. So
I see on Twitter all day today, Vito better pick up his fucking phone. Why isn't Vito coming to get me? And I said, Frog Tony, you're telling me that Vito was supposed to pick you up at the airport and he didn't show up? Oh my God.
That's awful.
He's going to get fucking roasted tonight. And he goes, well, no, not the airport, because I'm at my hotel, not the airport. I said, hold on, you didn't answer the most important part of my question, which is, did he agree to pick you up? And he goes, well, I would get him lunch. Did he agree to pick you up? That's really kind of fucking getting, one more thing here, buddy.
So I see that. I wake up because I've been, I told him I'm going to be asleep. I'm like, oh, I'll wake up at like 4, take a shower, come in and do the show.
You, by the way, made your mom Uber to the airport.
I made my mom Uber to the airport, so there's no universe in which I'm picking up anyone from the airport.
Right.
If he comes
here,
in,
he's going to the bathroom.
Okay, he's going to the bathroom.
Wait.
So I wake up at 4:30. I see I've missed a bunch of calls from this guy. First of all, he called me multiple times while I told him I was asleep.
Isn't that annoying?
Yeah, I
Hey.
said, hey, okay. Well, I know what you're doing, but
wakes up at 4:00 in the afternoon
Because you're doing something.
Well, he
goes to
Yes.
sleep
And
at
someone
11
keeps
o'clock.
calling you.
I understand.
in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I communicated that I was asleep.
His
He's
sleep
up all
And I
night.
schedule.
got multiple phone calls,
Yeah.
so I just hung up because he knew I was
His sleep
sleeping.
schedule.
Man, Vito's got a weird
Okay.
hair color
Yeah.
too.
And
I always-
so I wake up, I see I missed a
figured his
call
hair
from
would be
4:30. I
darker.
call
Yeah.
back, and I get, you coming to pick me up?
Froggy
And I went,
decides, I think
No,
yellow flashes.
absolutely not. I don't even know where you are. He's like, well, I got to do the show. I'm like, okay.
I get a jeweler's loop out when someone gives me
Greatest
that kind
thing
of food. I get a
ever.
fucking 2 jeweler's loop. I go, excuse
Well,
me.
I was really thrown. I was really thrown for a loop. I'm like,
this?
it would be one thing if he goes, oh, it's cool. I'll figure it out. I'll get over there. But it was this like, what do you mean? I came all the way to LA to do your show. You have to come pick me up across town at rush hour.
Watermark said,
traffic in
I
LA.
figured
And I'm like,
he'd be dark.
come on in. Come on in.
Come on in. Shut the door. All the way. Good.
And I said, no, you have to find a way over here. Can you hit that
All the way
chair
over there. Tap it. See if it
Somehow
works.
he has made it, though. So somehow the traffic was not
Look at
nearly
that beautiful
that.
shirt, Wizard.
Okay, then you got to pull it real close on you. Give
Wizard,
me-
do you
yeah,
get
sorry.
a commission off the shirt? You get
See-
any residuals?
No, I forfeited all rights to that shirt when I gave it to him.
See,
Are
being the
retarded?
skeptic that I am,
It-
I believe Vito wanted Tony not to make it to the show for some reason. Like he thinks that would be funnier.
Well,
Vito
yeah,
didn't make it.
probably. I think it.
Not Vito, but
I
if
think-
Tony didn't make it to the show, like,
yeah,
damn,
I think
Tony
it'd be
didn't make
fucking
it.
hilarious.
or Tony
mean-
rolls in like at 10:30 at night because traffic is
Yeah.
so bad.
Let me
my
ask you
God.
this though, Jim. If I had been fucking with you
How's my
for
hairpiece
months.
look? All right, my hairpiece
Fantastic.
look
a
good?
little, it's a little bit to the left.
By the
You
way,
push
Jim. By the way, Jim. Wife thought
That
you were
better?
70. You took off your hat. She said, "Damn, he looks good." Just so you know.
Went
When
from
you take off the
70
hat,
to
you look-
a
you look much
solid
younger.
68.
I
Wife said,
think I look younger with a hat on.
"Nope, you don't. Trust the woman."
Okay.
Either way, Jim, let me ask you something. If I'd been fucking with you for months, and then I said, I'm gonna come do your show, will you pick me up just randomly out of the blue after not accepting your apologies and all this shit? And I said, I'm gonna come do your podcast. Will you come pick me up from the airport an hour before you're supposed to do it? What would you tell me?
Oh, now I thought they arranged this all ahead of time.
They no they never from what they end up finding out, as far as I remember, because again I was in and out like you, they had discussed
if
it,
I-
but they had
if-
never said like,
I never ask people to pick me up from the airport. I just get a
why not Jim,
never-
why don't
Because,
you
man.
why don't you do
Because
that?
you go because it's called fucking being. I don't
You're-
know.
You're
an
a
adult.
grown, you're
Always
oh
been-
that's the word.
When I go to Arkansas to visit my parents or whatever,
Mhm.
you know what I don't do is sleep in their fucking
you're-
house. I get a hotel
Yeah.
room.
Oh wow, Dave, why do you do that?
Well, because I like my privacy and I don't want to put a
Uh-huh.
burden on them to try
Mhm.
and make space in the house for me. No.
Because you're an
Uh,
adult, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
What about you, Wizard? What do you do in those situations?
I don't travel, so
Good answer. Stay the hell home. Be like low water.
No, I mean it's like seriously, it's like especially like if I fly, especially if I'm flying into O'Hare, I never would ask anybody to pick me up from O'Hare.
Midway's
Yeah.
a little better.
Midway, if so, like
The direction you're coming from matters.
yeah,
Yes.
where someone is, if they want, whatever. But I usually don't either because you set up the ride as soon as you get off the plane, you hit the Uber Black, the guy shows up.
Oh,
No.
Don't hit the blacks. You just get in the Uber. Don't hit the guy.
There's an Uber Black.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a black car, like a
Oh, I
town
thought you were
car
talking
or
about the driver. I thought you were
No.
saying like you get into
Is it
Uber.
like an
the black guy-
Escalade? Is it
Yeah,
yeah, an
always-
Escalade or a town car or a Mercedes or something. And then
Dave luckily isn't Spanish. No, but I married one or Hispanic. So
it's like
got that
basically it's great. It's like a car service, like an old fashioned car service, but it's a lot easier. It's costs about the same amount of money anyways. Taking a cab.
for Uber? Oh, yeah, especially in Chicago. Yeah. Chicago cabs are not cheap,
So whatever. And then,
and they're few and far between now.
Now I do. Like if people ask me ahead of time when they come to visit, I will pick them up from the airport if they ask me. But I go, okay.
Dude, that's what I say when my wife asked me to drive her to the airport. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to. It's a 3-hour round trip for me, dude. Like, just take the car and park it.
But she wants to be able to see you for as long as possible.
I would rather go pick somebody up from the airport than take.
She flies out like at 7:30 in the morning to go to Disney, and she wants to be there at 5:30. I'm like, babe, there's nobody in the fucking line at 5:30 in the morning. She's like, I know, but I don't want to take a chance. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get up at 3 o'clock in the morning on my day off.
Only in Ubers, low water mark.
Guess
only
what?
In Ubers.
It's June. It's always January when she goes, so it's fucking freezing cold in the morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, God damn it! And then she flies back at like 10 o'clock at night on a fucking Sunday night. It's like, oh great, so I'm gonna get home at midnight. Thanks, sweetheart.
Captain Bipto, I don't even think Vito's car fits him comfortably.
Does he have a car?
He's got a car.
Because he's a grown fucking adult. That's what we find out later.
Why doesn't Frog Tony drive?
He doesn't know how to.
Right?
What?
Oh, does he not drive at all?
He says he doesn't drive. That's what I mean.
He does not
I don't drive
at all. His excuse is he's got anger problems.
But he don't want to give no details. So is that true?
I thought he maybe I don't know.
Go ahead,
I can say based upon what he said on streams that, and well, you two can attest being in the situation, but he lives in Chicago. He takes public transportation.
So everybody drives in fucking Chicago.
Everybody's got a car in Chicago. It's not New York City, dude. It's not New York City.
You do not take the L or fucking buses in Chicago. Get the fuck out of here.
No, Chicago's not New York in that respect, dude. There's cars everywhere.
Since Frog Tony only swims.
I mean, and I hope I'm not speaking out of school, but doesn't he work for like the city sanitation department or something, like as a driver?
I don't know it. I don't know what his job is.
I swore he said something on the stream about it once.
I don't know what his job is either.
Maybe I'm reading into things.
Told me once, but it was a long time ago, and it's not anything like.
All I know is it seems like he has a nice job with the way I hear Tony talk, it sounds like a municipality job of some sort in Chicago.
Or maybe it's the water department. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll say that he could afford a car.
Yes,
if you wish to have.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people.
I mean, does he live in a neighborhood where they steal all the cars?
Does he even live in Chicago, or does he live in the suburbs? Like
he's got to live in Chicago if he doesn't have a car. There's no way you could be living in the suburbs without a car.
He pointed to
you
it
have
on
to
map,
if you work for the city, you have to live in the city.
No, you don't. Not anymore.
You always used to.
Not anymore. They can't hire people, dude. They take people from fucking DeKalb. They take them from anywhere, dude. Go ahead, Wizard.
Well, I say I don't remember where exactly he was. I think it's like sort of outside, but I don't remember the full details, and I wouldn't give.
Jim never takes the L.
I'm not.
Jim takes
that
all
versed
kinds
in
of L's.
Chicago.
That's what it's called in Chicago. The L, the elevated train.
Yeah. Vito drives a Mazda Miata. Oh my God! Can you imagine?
It'd be like you on a mini bike.
Could you imagine these two getting into a Mazda Miata? They'd be fighting over that armrest like motherfuckers.
Get in, Tony. Let's go to the buffet.
That rule used to be for everyone. Chicago teachers, anyone who works for the city, anyone who worked for the city.
And not anymore, dude. They can't. A lot of cities have dropped that rule in Illinois because their local just ain't cutting it, dude.
I've mentioned this when you guys were going over the election map, but I'm from Ogle County, Illinois.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Cool.
Local
there are
Illinois.
some people who would commute into Chicago from there.
Yeah, that's just south of Kankakee, right?
No, it's Rockford area.
Rockford.
Is there another one, Oglethorpe or something like that?
It's like where Pawpaw. I think Pawpaw's in there, right?
I don't think so. Polo.
I thought Pawpaw.
Pawpaw's a little south of that. Ogle County, like you're like 25 minutes from me, dude. I'm in LaSalle County.
Well, so I'm from Ogle County. I'm right now in southern Wisconsin, but I'm from Ogle County.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're in Kenosha.
Oh,
Are you working as a lifeguard?
dude, the only big town. The only big.
Do you
town-
like to remove spray paint?
I
The
don't know
only
what this
big
is in
town
reference to.
in Ogle County is Rochelle. That's
You don't know what that's in reference to?
That's that's.
Is your name Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse?
Yeah, you're.
Well, I know Rittenhouse, but I just didn't know the
he was out there.
lifeguard.
first.
He was taking spray paint down. You know.
Yeah, he was out there to clean off the graffiti off the car dealer.
Do you like to
Playing dumb
aerate
this whole
communists?
time. Yeah. No, he doesn't like to aerate him. He just likes to remove their bicep for him. That's
So
all.
I'm looking at Ogle County. I'm like, huh.
He hates skateboarders.
Like-
though.
Like I'm looking like, wow, that is nothing but rural stuff, Wizard,
Mhm.
except for Rochelle, right? Like everything else is real
Yeah,
rural.
I've talked about it with Cynic that I was only like 2 hours away from Tony, and I'm closer to Cynic being he's a southerner, right? But I'm closer to him as far as like
Drive time. Yeah.
like how I grew up and how I am
Being a
but
redneck.
oh,
growing up
you
in
mean
rural farmhouses surrounded by
and shit?
corn,
sure.
bonfires, country music, all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, country music. We had that conversation last night with Cynic, and what are you dating a girl for a while?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah, I was
found out-
this. Yeah, yeah.
Like, she lied to me. She lied.
Straight up for years. And I was just like, "What the fuck? You could have just." I grew up in Alabama. I'm used to country music, right? Like I don't choose to listen to it personally, but I've learned to drown it out. Honey, you could have told me, sweetheart. It would have been fine.
I ain't gonna lie, dude.
Years.
I love me some Johnny Cash. I love me some George Strait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. What's up, Ruby Kings? Ruby King DBZ. I was gonna send him the link last night because he gets wild.
Ruby King's hilarious.
Yeah. So let's introduce ourselves to Frog Tony. Did you ever go meet Tony Wizard in person?
No, never met him in person. Right,
Huh.
right now I'm about 3.5 hours away.
So you're like western Wisconsin, like Sun Prairie kind of area.
I'm Western, yes.
Yeah, that's my area, dude, in sales. So I cover all of southern Wisconsin, all of Illinois. I'm trying to picture it in my head exactly
you
where
live
you're from.
Sales County. That's weird.
I live in LaSalle County, yeah, which we have Ottawa and Peru in. Woo!
I'll put my current county in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Doxed. How much money are you going to Venmo me, Wizard, so I don't put that in the chat?
But you know way more than that, Cynic. So
That's true.
Why are you afraid of telling people you live in Lee County?
Really? Milwaukee
Jesus
County?
Christ.
Who the fuck cares?
I'm in Green
Did
Bay.
Milwaukee County finally stop counting the votes? Are they still counting in Milwaukee County? Simply
You want
Green.
people to call you a Confederate or something?
Mm.
That's crazy.
I mean, I literally drive down I-65, and right before Montgomery, or right after Montgomery, there's a massive Confederate flag that they fly along the interstate. It's beautiful.
I got one in my front yard.
I mean, yeah,
I-
but this
You
is
want me to
put
show
up
you
by
my
the
tattoo?
state. Yeah, let's see it. What's it
It's
mean?
not welcome.
All right,
Ready?
let's get the introduction of Frog Tony.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go a lot closer than that. Or I'll have to turn
I
it
got to
up.
ask Wizard a question real quick though.
Yeah, that mic's a little. You gotta get
Is
it really.
this- Have you ever seen Tony before this?
His face, yes.
Okay.
He had when he went to one of the conventions, he was on.
He had
whose
plastic
stream was that,
surgery.
Cynic? Whose stream was that he showed up on?
Oh, it was
Cynic?
Hack the Movies.
No, before that, at the convention.
Oh, that
That-
was
that-
Shane
the very
Shane
first-
Davis.
Shane Davis. So he was on that
Yeah,
stream
it was
for a
his live
second.
stream.
And then saw him for like less than a minute or whatever, 2 minutes, and then he was on Hack the Movies video with Riley.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, I knew what he looked like for a minute. Oh, I knew what his, what he looked like on like an iPhone.
Look at Vito's eyes. He's staring so Tony.
He's sitting there going,
Oh.
Vito's going, I thought you said you lost
So
weight.
Vito, you've been telling the story about how you were not going to pick me.
Yes. I'll give it 2 seconds and we'll figure out the audio.
These
I'm upset.
cameras are so fucking
A
weird.
little,
dude.
little upset.
All right.
And I heard some about
Yeah,
not
well, it's in a
driving or
basement. It's
something.
just like a
and
big
you were
Yes.
bragging about
Kind of
that.
looks like
Yes, that is
Joe
indeed
Rogan's
the problem we've
studio.
been discussing.
but
Is it in a basement or
there's
is
a lot
it
of trash
garage?
everywhere.
Garage. It's in his
Is
garage.
it
It says
garage?
garage.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yeah, I don't
garage. Yeah.
There's no basements in California, dude.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he always
Say
says,
something on the mic.
Well, no, they do have walkout. Like it's not really basements.
he's
They're like walkout
he's on a
basements.
hill, so it's like a halfway.
Yeah,
His
it's not really
garage,
like a
dude.
basement.
It's,
like
it's his
walkout.
garage.
Yeah.
We've seen pictures of the garage studio. It's a fucking disaster area. There's
Yeah, that's
nothing
what I
but
was about to
trash
say.
around these people. Yes.
It looks
It
like
looks
Joe
like
Rogan's,
Gold.
but nobody takes care of it.
It's like Asmund Gold's house, apparently.
Yeah.
Although Asmund Gold has another video out talking about the same girl. I
Okay,
got to
cool.
check that one out one night.
Oh God. Okay.
It was great. That's when Jim ditched us. You never told the chat why you left that night, Jim.
Because I hate Asmund Gold and I won't watch anything with
Tell
him
the
on it.
chat why you really left the stream that night.
I lost my vape and I had to go buy a new one. Nicotine is addictive, people. Yes.
Just smoke
Don't
cigarettes
start
like an
smoking.
adult.
Just say no. Nicotine is addictive. It'll make
Or
you
did.
crave it, and then you have to chase it and get it. That dragon, just watch it. Get the dragon like Joe Rogan believes in dragons.
The best part of dipping is I can do it on an airplane.
Oh, yeah, you can,
vapors and
can't you?
smokers- Yes, you
I
got
dip
it.
there in the
vape-
winter
I
time.
vape on the airplane all the time.
I dip the
Nobody
the
smells
pouches
it,
during
so
the
it ain't,
winter
you
time.
know.
Because it's
Yeah.
too cold and I don't want to go outside.
So you don't smoke in your house?
So
no.
when I called you, Vito, and I
I
said,
may have
hey,
grew up in a single
I
wide,
come a
but I'm
day
not
early,
white trash.
and I can be on the show, but I'm going to need a ride, but I don't need to stay at your house anymore because I have a hotel. And you said, okay, but my phone's at 4%. Let me call you back. You don't remember doing that?
You
remember doing
said,
that?
I'm going to need a ride. I don't need to
Looks
stay at
black
your
right there.
I remember you saying I don't need to stay at your
Like a
house.
high yellow, Dave.
Because on Tuesday when I talked about it, I said, Vito, can I crash at your house? And you said, maybe I have to clean up.
Right. That doesn't sound I'm
What
gonna
about the
pick you up from
ride?
the airport.
And then
though.
the ride was after I called you because I was coming a day early. I was only going to come Saturday, but then they said, hey, you should come a day early and see if Vito will let you on the
Ruby
show.
King says
Okay,
blacks
who's
don't
they?
dip.
The people I was talking to,
Okay.
Riley, and them said, hey,
Come to South Alabama. I bet you they do.
Okay.
No, that used
Where
to-
does this end in Vito agreeing to pick you up? That's what I want to
well,
know.
I called Vito up in
Black
the middle of the
women
night.
used
I
to
said,
use
Vito,
stuff
if I
on
come a
South
day
Alabama.
early,
right?
would I be able to get on Biggest
simulator?
Problem? But I need
Yeah.
a ride because,
Yeah.
I don't drive,
That
but
shit
I won't
is-
have to stay.
You said to me,
Awkward,
I
dude.
need a ride because I don't drive.
You remember?
You did not say that.
You remember the part about me not needing to stay there anymore, but you don't remember the part about the ride?
I remember you.
Do you remember me texting you in the morning going, buffet, Vito? And you said, where are you?
Yeah.
And then when I landed, I said, Vito, I'm here now. And then you never answered.
Okay. Well, I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too, because I was under the understanding that we were going to go to a buffet. I was going to pay for you and you were going to drive me here later.
A lunch buffet?
Yeah.
Now that I can see you agreeing to that. I can see you agreeing to a lunch buffet because that's
Pause.
around lunchtime.
Can I
We
read
go to
these
LA,
texts?
Jim.
I won't.
Don't ask me.
All right,
They're
your
not my
thoughts on
text.
food are going to a buffet.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you
The
ever
famous
see the
LA
mo-
buffets.
Did you ever see the TV show Ray Donovan?
No,
Yes,
I'm not 60.
Okay, so do you know the guy? What was his name? The big guy,
Ray
Tiny.
Donovan?
Tiny.
There was a guy Tiny in it that was eating at all the Asian buffets, and that's how they found him because he was always waiting for the Asian buffet to open. So I could see
Ruby,
that.
they do all over.
I
where I'm
could
from.
see a couple people on stream right now acting like that.
Dude, Tony's from Chicago. He knows good food. I mean, he's from Chicago. If you don't know good food, you ain't trying in Chicago. Facts of life, dude. Thanks a lot.
I will. I have said before, best pizza in Illinois, not in Chicago.
I didn't say pizza. I said food.
I was just say that.
There's really good food in Chicago.
Where's the
Otherwise,
best pizza in Illinois?
Oh
It's
God,
in
here we go.
my home county.
Oh well, that's
Local
just the
county.
place you're used to. Then you never had Palermo.
Oh no, but
Oh
it
my
is
fucking
it is the
God.
best pizza.
What's
Or
the,
so-
what's the name of the place?
I can't say it'll dox me.
Oh, you've never had Nick and Vito's either.
Put it in the private chat.
Is it bar pizza? Like
Is it cracker crust?
Italian,
Is it thin, real thin?
Italian restaurant, Italian.
No, is it the
immigrant
very
family.
thin crust, cracker crust pizza, or is it like hand tossed?
Wizard,
hand
you
toss.
just stepped into a whole
Okay.
world of like they'll go on for pizza talk for a solid hour, man. That's why I'm writing
I'll
a
talk
comic.
about I'll talk about this pizza for hours.
I'm writing a comic called Super
can you
Pizza
please put it in
Man.
a
It's
private
gonna
chat?
be
'Cause I
Jim.
do drive through that fucking county at least 3 times a goddamn month, and I'm always looking for new places to eat because I do like me some food, Jim. Food's good. Rilzik, food is a one saving grace of Chicago. Yeah, I mean, fuck you, stimulated. You live in Alabama. You like fucking.
We have the best
fried
fucking
potatoes
food in the
and
world, bro.
gravy. No,
The
We have
only
the
places
best
I've eaten in
fucking food in the world.
Chicago was a McDonald's and a Rainforest Cafe. So and
well,
I
that's
can't.
not
Ah,
Chicago
there's-
food, right?
And I was a child, so I have no.
But you're not
stake in
a-
this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in Illinois don't go to Chicago. Like they don't.
Ruby
give a
King, they're
fuck.
gonna ban you from the chat, bro. Saying that blasphemy around here.
What's that?
Yeah,
Papa
food.
John's
Now let's get
superior
Jim
pizza.
eating some pizza.
Oh, fuck that. Papa John's ain't even real pizza.
Yeah, but he's a real racist, which is great.
Well, I'll hang out with Papa John, but John Snyder, but I ain't gonna eat his pizza.
Is Twin Anchors in Chicago still good? I've never been there. Have you, Jim? Twin Anchors?
No, never heard of it.
Wizard,
Now-
there's Little Caesars in every town. Why are you saying that's the best pizza?
Well, there's a Little Caesar close to that one too. It opened shortly before I moved away, but I had it one time. It's not bad. I don't have it often though, because there isn't one where I live
God.
now. So
Private chat, Little Caesars
Okay.
by the GameStop is what it says. Jesus
all right,
Christ.
there's no
Wizard, that's not
GameStop in
gonna
my
talk.
hometown. There's no GameStop anywhere, Cynic. There's definitely not one in my hometown.
There's one in Foley, Alabama. I go to it all the time.
There is
There
one that is.
There used to be
next to
one in
my-
Ottawa, but they closed it and they expanded the GNC. That's right next to it. And there's still one in Peru, right next to the hair
All right.
cuttery.
Did
or
the pizza
whatever.
look like this?
That's for you.
A
Richard.
little bit, yeah.
Oh, I made that myself.
No, you didn't. You ordered.
Yes, I
that
did.
and you put
No,
it in the fucking.
I made that
Ordered
myself.
it and they freeze dried it and you put it in
I
your
made
air
that
fryer.
myself, man. Made that myself on my pizza stones.
Live.
Pizza. So why are you talking redneck? Rednecks
I
don't
made
do
that
pizza.
pizza myself, boy.
I'm
Look
gonna
here,
tell you
boy.
right
Thrown out the dough.
There's
Made
a
me
lot
that
of blasphemy
sausage.
going on in these private rooms that we have, you blasphemers. And Jim did not cook that pizza. Jesus, man.
I did cook that pizza.
You heated it up.
That
I
counts.
cooked that pizza.
That counts.
That pizza was not completely cooked when I got it.
I cook a
There's
frozen
a Little
pizza. That
Caesars
counts.
next to the
Cookable.
Little Caesars that I like. It's like I was in this little town yesterday in central Illinois. You stop at the gas station, like I'm talking like next to the Indiana border. Stop at the Mach 1 gas station, and there's a Little Caesars inside. It's like, oh no, they're putting pre-cooked pizzas for you to buy right here. I don't even know if I could order one. I think they just made them for lunch or whatever. But apparently
Yeah,
you can order because in the store it says we deliver Little Caesars. So I'm guessing there must be an Uber driver in that town because the town's super small. I don't know who's delivering Little Caesars. The Little Caesars out here, they close them all. Little Caesars do not survive out here. There's so many other pizza places to choose from. Like it's bad. It's good because nobody likes bad pizza.
All of our small town pizza
Did we
places
get
in
to see
Alabama
Frog Tony?
always
Did you
fail.
show everybody Frog Tony? Did we get to
Not-
see him? His
Not really, not in his whole glory.
Did we get
Because
his?
that happens a little bit later.
What do you mean? I'm not quite fully getting You have something. You have something. You have something left over from dinner.
There's
there,
something.
Dave? I don't-
Yeah, I'm
I'm
missing
not-
something.
I don't.
I'm gonna read the text. I'm
Sort of-
gonna let it slide. It sounds like I.
What was your
already-
thing on Frog Townie?
My thing is, like I said, I called him. He said, okay. My phone's at 4%. I'll call you back. He didn't
Oh, the
call me.
Ripitards are gonna have so much
What do
fun.
you think
with
was going to
this.
happen?
We were gonna go eat. Then eventually I would go to his house either to just hang around until the show started. Then we just come here.
Like at noon? He's going to pick you up like at noon from your hotel?
Well, I figure this guy takes about an hour or 2 hours to eat, so that would ate up a good.
We go to a
chunk of time.
buffet, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Here's the
everybody should
entire
take at least
text
an hour to
exchange.
eat. It helps.
If at
your
any point I say,
digestion.
"Hey, I'm going to pick you up across,"
I-
No, it's not. It's
No,
not
you're
in
gonna
the
go get
text.
a buffet, though.
It's not
Yes,
in the
you
text.
will go get a
You
buffet.
said it on the phone, not in the text. What part are you not listening to, Vito? You understand? You said I understood that you didn't need the hotel, but I don't remember you saying you needed the ride. How could you not remember two parts of the same conversation,
bro. First of all, our call lasted about
Good to
2
know that
seconds
that's what
because
he
my
looked
phone
like
was
when
at
he was
4%.
yelling.
But you
Hold on,
remember part of it.
let's do 2 seconds.
Wait till he
Can I get
hand
a ride?
claps.
Can I
It's
get a
so
ride?
great.
Can I get a ride? Say nothing if I can get a ride. That's 2 seconds.
Not dick.
Okay, I don't-
plenty of
Tony
time.
starts
If you
getting
ask
mad,
me-
he does that
Here's
black
my-
There's
hand
no
clap.
universe in which you would say,
You know
"I
how
need a
they'll do it, like,
ride.
every
I'm at
syllable?
a hotel near the airport."
That's not what I said. See, you're adding words. What I said was, Vito, if I come early, can I get on biggest problem?
Right.
Then I said, but I would need a ride because I don't drive. I got a
Okay.
hotel.
And then you said,
nothing.
You,
Apparently,
no, you said my phone is at 4%. Let me call you back.
Tony.
You said my phone is at 4%.
Tony.
Let me call you back.
Yes,
I said,
did
hold
say-
on.
I did say, "Let me call you back."
And I said, hold on, Vito.
Okay.
Don't hang up
don't
yet.
hang up.
I
My
said,
phone
don't
was
hang up.
dying. Yeah.
And I repeated what I said, and you said, okay. Then you hung up and you texted me, okay, you can come on the show, just ask Dick, because I can't contact him. Okay. Do you remember texting that? It's literally in the messages. Okay, you can come on.
I'm
I
so
can't.
confused. Tony, there's no
So
universe.
you did know that he couldn't drive?
No.
You did. You made fun of me on my show about it, Vito. This isn't like a new
Bro.
thing that suddenly I can't drive. And
I
I,
mean,
can drive.
first
I
of
just
all-
choose not to.
Look at that.
Okay?
Okay.
That was a bad choice today.
I know, right?
Tony.
If I needed an Uber, I would have. I don't even know where Dick lives. I had to ask you at the end of the night. I
So
said,
you're
Just
saying
on Kiwi Farms.
So you're saying because one time on your show you mentioned
One
to me
time.
that you don't drive.
yeah, yeah.
I needed to internalize that for like I remember every single personality trait about you you've ever expressed to me.
But what did you do for lunch today?
I didn't have lunch today.
Boom, busted.
Why? Because you were
Busted.
supposed to go to a
'Cause
buffet.
You knew subconsciously that you were going to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
No, because I
With
was
Frog Tony.
asleep as I told him. Okay, here.
Sleep eating.
You literally told. What'd you tell me when we called? The last time we talked, what'd you tell me?
We talked
I
for
woke
2
you up
seconds.
twice. You
Yes,
said I
yes.
woke you up twice.
Yes.
So in those 2 times you woke up, why didn't you answer the phone and talk to me?
Because I was trying
What,
to
you
sleep.
didn't think maybe he needed a ride? Maybe I told him I was going to pick him up, and that's why he
So
keeps calling
text
me.
me
I
and
called you like 3 times in a row.
So text me that you
And
need
it
a
was
ride.
early.
You have Dick's contact.
No,
Why
I
did you-
have
Which
my
he
fucking-
doesn't?
I DM'd him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you not yelling at him for not giving you a ride? Why
I didn't ask him. He's not my
I'm
friend.
giving anybody a ride.
You're the one who's supposed to be my buddy.
I'm your buddy now. Okay. So you want to hang out before the show? I get in before noon. That's you. Around noon. I said, I'll be asleep. You said you can't wake up early for you?
Jim?
I said, I'm going to bed around 11 a.m.
Pause it. Did he just
I didn't
say that Dick's not my friend? So he's saying that Vito's his friend?
So he said, "You're my friend." Dick isn't.
I
But I
saw
thought they weren't
Tony
friends
kick him
anymore.
off a
I don't
show
know.
that me and you were on a show with, though.
Yeah.
Friends. Like, okay. And I never in a million years see Vito ever picking anybody up for any reason at all. Like, you want to get here. And they made up. Yeah. Doesn't make them friends. Just because you make up stimulated doesn't make them friends.
Oh, of course not. No. And if you ever have a falling out like that and you don't accept somebody's apology on the behalf of someone else who's already squashed it, I'm sorry, you were never friends to begin with. You know what I mean? Dave, if I step on your toes on this show and I piss you off, right? And I come to you privately like a grown fucking man and say, my bad. And I say, my bad, right? And you don't give me any chance whatsoever. And it was, we're not saying it was some blatant thing,
Sure.
right? It was just I annoyed you or something, right? Normal guy shit. You were never my friend ever if you just blow me off and go fuck you and then keep talking shit about me week in and week out.
Yeah, right. I
Right?
actually think you're more of a friend if you had that fallout and you ignore the dude because you're pissed and you never talk about it on your show. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be
Yeah,
the bad. You don't like. I think that's more of a friend, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a friend.
I can't save
Going
you,
down
Jim.
the road and back again.
So,
Vito's stomach is
Kevin
full.
says-
He's going
Kevin
out
says,
for a
Don't step on Dave's
day.
toes. He's
Frog
got
Tony
gout.
says, Frog Tony on with or Strange Circle says Frog Tony on with Dick while Wizard watches. Too good. If Cynic brought a tranny onto BTM reviews to curse him out, would be enemies. Well, he is a tranny.
Well,
So-
yeah, I thought everybody knew that, right?
I mean, I took.
I mean,
pictures
that-
of
we
him
told him that,
backstage.
right?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
always wanting to flaunt his gunt. You know, he thinks he's fucking Ethan
We
Ralph.
need to take a
Good.
5-minute break. We got 2 videos to cover today for
For our show title. Okay, okay, pause it real quick. I'm going to say one thing about those 2 episodes. 9s out of 10s, both of them.
Yeah, they're good. They're great.
That's what I'm going to say. They're both
yeah.
9s out of 10s.
Easily.
I didn't need any other characters that were in that show. They were all perfect. It was great. So we can really go through those fast because they're fucking good. There's really
Yeah, they're
not a
really
whole
good.
lot of detail except
Oh,
for the shit was good. Like,
dude, I really like in the episode 3 the guy that was from Constantine, the big guy. He's in the movie Constantine with the
you mean
Keanu Reeves.
the guy that was the on the pawn shop? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that owned the pawn
Yeah.
shop. Yeah, he was great. And then the whole ending thing.
I hated that it ended like that for him already. It's like, God damn, I like this guy. I want to see him more in the
Well,
show.
Oh
but
yeah, I
that
was
was- you
hoping
don't
he
think-
was going to be a long season character. I forgot that
Me
he.
too.
No, he's
yeah,
another guy
he
that
gets
was from
taken out.
Deadwood that just got brought in for an episode. There's a whole bunch of people that were in Deadwood that just got brought in for an episode.
But dude, they could have like that's another thing they could have played on like for a while. At least give me 3 episodes of that dude because
Yeah, he was good.
Like he was fucking. But he was ruthless, but he was also a pussy because he was scared of Detroit still, right? Like he was still a pussy. But it was great, dude. Those episodes were fantastic. And I thought to myself, man, these are very Raylan centric, but these to me were 2 of his best episodes. Like he didn't have that stupid grin on his face, that he looked serious both episodes the whole time. Like he's got a fucking mission and he's going after these fuckers. So I liked it, man. Those 2 were great. It's nice when shows Wizard of Wordplay when they start
Just
out
Wizard is fine.
Wizard when they start out good, but they grow into greatness. That's when you know you got people that are really trying to get better at their craft. And like we're in season 3, and I'm like, ooh, man, these are getting really good now. And I
It's
asked
definitely
Jimmy-
one of those shows that when you get done watching an episode, you're like, I need to see what's going to come up next.
and I the
I stopped
credits
myself.
roll, and I turn off the Xbox. Nope,
Yeah.
we're out. Yeah, Newt. And I hate Jim for making me watch this shit. The next show we don't have anything for Monday nights.
I was thinking we could do either The Wire.
No, that's way too many seasons, dude.
It's only 5 seasons.
I thought it was like 7.
No, it's 5.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's only 10 episodes. I think it's only 10 episodes a season too. 9
Really?
or 10.
So it's like okay, so it's basically another FX show.
Well, no, it's Cinemax. It's Max HBO.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Sopranos.
Fuck no. Because
Ray Donovan.
you won't have to watch it. The problem is you're not putting any work in these shows.
I will watch them. I will watch them. Ray Donovan, we can watch.
I'm thinking we do
Deadwood.
Farscape.
Deadwood's good.
Farscape.
Oh,
Farscape's a
man.
lot of episodes, though.
Yeah, but it's like it's the same shit over and over again.
How fucking dare you, dude?
And it's the same thing.
fucking
It's
dare
a
you.
spaceship, and they're doing this stuff. And
How fucking dare you, Jim?
Oh, just like every fucking cop show, Raylan's gonna kill the motherfucker at the end of
Oh,
the
what about the
Jim?
What about the Shield?
Michael Chiklis? No way. I
No
can't
way.
take him.
Fuck Michael Chiklis. That bald bitch.
What about what about what's it
The Wire?
called?
60
Hell on
episodes,
Wheels.
by the way.
60. Yeah. Huh?
Hell on
Hell
Wheels.
on Wheels. Yeah.
So I've never seen Hell on Wheels or Sons of Anarchy. You say Son of Anarchy gets stupid after a while, right?
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy was stupid from the beginning. He wears white Air Force Ones and they never get dirty. He drives a motorcycle, people. That doesn't make logical sense.
And nobody gets hit.
Huh?
They have massive shootouts with machine guns and nobody gets hit.
Oh, like
Yeah, and the
Star
spinoff
Troopers.
was all about Mexicans.
Yeah, and that spinoff sucked.
I knew one of the guys that was in that show.
Well, we could actually like make a poll for the chat and get them to vote. Like put up 5 shows and do a poll.
I like the idea of Deadwood or The Wire, personally. It's my 2 personal choices.
Well, I've never seen The Wire.
I mean, I know it's 60 episodes. That would be, what, 2 a week?
The problem with Deadwood is there's a lot of no, actually it's not a problem.
Movies.
Never mind. No.
What about but
The language in Deadwood is really
Yeah, but we're not going to watch the show.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to watch it
We're not gonna play it on stream.
YouTube.
Yeah,
we're not going to play it on stream.
Of course Jim would. Like the X-Files. That's a lot of seasons though, man. And
Yeah,
those
that's a
were,
lot of seasons.
Those were long seasons for X-Files. But I would love to.
Rilzik says just do the first 2 seasons of The Wire.
The Wire, please, says Inku. All right.
The first 2 seasons are
the best.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the last season is kind of really good too, but there's
a lot of
I don't know.
penguins.
No, the third season.
I'm down with Farscape, but personally.
Elemental says Overlord. Well, I'm trying to get on some anime show so that we can talk about Overlord, but
if Katie would quit having fucking acts of God.
Oh my god! And plus, like I saw like she put out the this is what we're talking about, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'd never heard of them. And I
Perfect Blue and Paprika. Perfect Blue is actually a pretty good. It's an old anime movie, but the story's good. Like it's got a sort of a Shyamalan twist at the end.
Ruby King says, just watch Pappy or Perfect Blue, Dave. No.
Red
Not
versus
watching
Blue?
that.
You guys want to watch Red versus Blue?
Okay,
There's
so
cut.
we started out with our solar flare report.
And then you just skipped it and then went to the Justified stuff. Jim, do you need to talk, buddy? Is everything okay?
He didn't turn on his lights behind him, so he's a little confused. He can't see his screen so well.
You have sundowners, Jim?
Sundowning, yeah. I was going to say sundowning.
Just smacked right into each other's forehead. I mean, I got to change my avatar for doing the Justified stuff already. Where's my... There
Well, if you're doing Justified, then I'll
exactly. But oh, you don't have to leave. But we don't have to stay on the
No, you don't have
topic
to
too
leave.
long,
No,
dude.
we're gonna go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I only wanted
This
to
is
stop
like-
in for a little bit anyway.
Well, here you got to learn.
All right.
You got to... Everybody has to stay for the solar flare report.
We've got significant solar eruptions and a radiation storm hitting Earth.
Usually when I turn the stream off,
Significant
it's
solar
zero, so-
eruption.
Lightning forcing the hotspot hypothesis taking a dive, and we've got more records broken this year by the sun. Let's start with the last 24 hours on our star, and we find it was a calm day in terms of Earth-directed solar flares and CMEs.
He sounds sick or
There was a
something.
fair amount of activity around the limbs and on the far side, including a huge
Or from the
shockwave
flare.
ripple that's seen off the right side.
Oh, yeah,
here.
he might have
It's
got
our top
hit.
solar story today, actually. A major likely
You see this stuff coming off the side here? If that was aimed at Earth, we would not be doing this show right now. We would be sitting around by candlelight trying to figure out how to get the electricity to keep working.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would just be outside by a bonfire because I am a redneck.
class solar flare erupted from the far side of the sun, just over the limb to the right as we look at it. It produced a major CME that is not aimed at Earth, but which did produce serious static.
It always
snow.
looks like the sun's farting, though.
Yeah.
It's just
high energy
All the sun
protons
is.
on Soho.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This was the
Just a lot of
classical
gas.
proton storm event. CME
Like one
not
of those-
aimed at
Yeah,
Earth,
see,
You know,
Kevin
but it
sparks
hit
says
the
light
curving
with a lighter.
interplanetary magnetic field
Yeah.
lines and allowed the proton radiation
He
to
sounds
surge
like
to our
he's
planet.
getting a little
We
cold
climbed
or
up to
something.
level 2 storm conditions overnight. Hopefully, there's no more coming from this one as it begins to fade this morning. Up first in the
Clear
science
bars.
articles, they're spotting a baby planet and plan to take a
It's
closer
sports
look. It's got
tonight.
10 times the radius of Earth, 30% the mass of Jupiter, and it orbits
Mhm,
closely to its super young star, making a year's loop in less than 2
Oh.
weeks. They're getting much better at spotting these. Up next, veteran observers may remember my live stream commentary on how what they call mantle hotspots are likely just holes in the bottom of the crust, the lithosphere. Here, they're taking that idea and actually publishing it in the science journals. I reiterate, a hotspot in a liquid rock ocean makes no sense. Holes in the bottom of the crust make a lot of sense. Folks, in our textbook, we have dozens of papers analyzed discussing the sun's impact on the North Atlantic Oscillation. Also have a lot on solar forcing of lightning patterns. So, when we see this paper describing the connection between the North Atlantic Oscillation and lightning, we really shouldn't be surprised, nor should we forget that it means that everything impacting the oscillation, including the sun, impacts the down-the-line impacts, including lightning, and much more. Lastly today, folks, looks like there was yet another record Earth effect seen during the May solar superstorm. The thermosphere effects were the strongest ever recorded, even bigger than the October 2003 Halloween solar storms. The problem is that the solar activity during those storms in 2003 was 10 to 30 times stronger. The geomagnetic storm affected Earth was stronger. So why did this weaker event break auroral, particle penetration, and now, as we see here, thermosphere effect records? Because we're in the magnetic pole shift and our planet grows more vulnerable to the sun by the day. Folks, my next day out at the ranch is Sunday, midday, the 24th. We've got big events.
All right, there's one other video to watch today.
Oh no, double.
Everyone kind of
You did
feels
what?
like something is coming. Nobody has the slightest clue how big a risk we're facing, how we are due for it when it is already happening, how it's going to happen in our lives, in our children's lives. It's the most important thing almost nobody's talking about.
If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. If you make it, you still might survive it, but at least you got a chance. And throughout history, that's all human beings ever needed.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
All right. So is that a movie that he's Jim? All right.
What's going on?
So is that a movie that he's Jim?
What?
Oh,
All right.
no.
going on?
So
Oh,
is that a movie that he's
What?
Jim?
What?
Oh,
What's
no.
going on?
So
What?
is that a movie that he's
No,
Jim?
what? No,
Oh,
what's
no.
going on? All right, never mind. That was fun. Well,
What?
that I didn't do that. That accidentally happened. That was an accident.
Sure
It
did.
just automatically went to Dave's channel. Look, because I watched Dave so much.
Yeah.
The next channel that we played was Dave's. You
Mm.
know, that's
Mhm.
how.
Yeah,
That's how,
and you
how much
accidentally
I.
done it.
That's
what,
how I'm
5
loyal
times.
to my friends.
God damn it, Jim. Fucking around again.
I'm starting to feel attacked with the southern accent that you keep trying to put on, Jim.
I ain't putting it on there,
yeah.
boy. What we got here is a failure to communicate.
All
It's
right.
what we have here and just failure to communicate. But continue. There's a misquote. What you just
What he want, he get.
Damn, Toady Tony and his busted girl.
You said, I'll buy you lunch. I said, I'll be asleep. Damn it, Vito. I'm not going to be in long. I'll take you to the buffet, my treat. I said, where are you? You said, I just got off the plane. I'm starving, bro. Wake up. I flew in to be a guest, and you can't even take me to lunch. That to you is me agreeing to go to a buffet.
Why do you keep skipping the part where we talked on the phone, Vito?
Because we talked
Tony's got his phone right there, right? Why doesn't he just take
and
it
at no
out?
point did we discuss we're going to a
Pull up
buffet.
the
No, that
text
was the after
conversation
part.
and
First we
end
agreed.
it.
these phone logs. Can we get this phone
Right?
conversation somehow?
They were going to go to an after party.
Going to an after buffet.
If he was going to take him to the Old Country Buffet with the ice cream bar, the Sunday bar, I bet you.
Oh,
Peter
dude, I
would
haven't
win.
been one of those in years, man.
I think they're out of business, dude.
I don't know.
I haven't been to a buffet like that in years. Like
Or
a
No Golden
hometown-
Corral.
I mean, I haven't been to a Golden Corral in probably 2 years. There's not one convenient to where I live now. So,
They got good Sunday, or they got good weekend breakfast at Golden Corral.
oh yeah, they do. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Dave, by the way, I did get those hot dogs from GFS, and you're right. They're excellent.
They're excellent, right? Like they're.
You know, they have 4 different size hot dogs.
I know. It's fucking crazy.
I'm like, wait, what? They have 4 to a pound, 5 to a pound, 6 to a pound, or 8 to a pound. I was like, what the fuck, man?
They're worth every penny, dude. It's like, god damn. Did you boil them or did you air fry them?
I boiled them to make them, steamed them to make them Chicago
Steamed.
style.
Yeah, they're good.
Chicago style. Then I put a gherkin on it with a bunch of
No, not a
mustard
gherkin. No,
and tomato slices.
Listen, you put some mustard on it. You put a little relish, onions, tomato,
and a whole tomato,
a dill pickle spear,
a whole dill pickle,
or
a whole
cucumbers.
tomato.
Depends. Some places put cucumbers. Some places put then some celery salt.
Red Scorpion, I've never seen Tony live. That's why I was just interested. I don't care what they say.
Jesus Hernandez
we come back
Christ,
to
how
this.
much Simon gave me a fucking head.
The thing with I was on a stream with Jim on Tony's stream where he kicked Vito off, and some gay trans weirdo kept calling Vito a motherfucker. Like, it was the wildest thing I'd ever been involved in my life, Jim. Who's that freak? What was his name?
Trixie.
Trixie
Used to be Digibro.
Yeah, Trixie. Just kept calling Vito a motherfucker. Like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about Trixie from Deadwood.
no, I'm talking about Trixie that me and you were like, whoa, that was not what we thought we were going on to that show with.
Wiz, were you on that show, or that was?
No, that was
had
after
already-
I left.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Vito drama didn't happen until like a few days after I left.
Good timing.
Oh, is that Frog Tony? Yes, Mark, that was Frog Tony. Pull it back up real quick for Mark. Yeah, pull it up and just hey, there's Frog Tony right there. Look at him.
But yeah, you don't have it pulled up. We're still looking at a black man.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's him.
It is Frog Tony.
That's Frog Tony. He's the shrimp captain from fucking Forrest Gump.
Bull shrimp, fried shrimp, shrimp
Grilled
kebabs,
shrimp,
grilled
gumbo,
shrimp,
grits.
etouffee,
Mhm.
shrimp and grits.
Storm says Low Watermark is buying up half the CG auction. Well, Low Watermark is a very big super chatter. He's not into the books, but I think if he can buy artwork that's not taking up a whole lot of space, that's pretty cool.
Oh
Like-
shit!
Hanging out with Riley.
Why would you?
I
assume-
wasn't. I was listening to this and I wasn't sharing it. Oh man!
No.
I'm sitting here and all of a sudden I look.
telling you, dude. This
I'm
is
wondering.
Is
You guys are
this
talking
a
about-
common
oh, man.
occurrence on the show?
Hey,
Yes.
no, because I was
Actually,
as I
Wizard-
told him.
Way more than what you
Okay,
would realize.
here.
Sleep eating.
You literally told. What'd you tell me when we called? The last time we talked, what'd you tell me?
We talked
I
for
woke
2
you up
seconds.
twice. You
Yes,
said I
yes.
woke you up twice.
Yes.
So in those 2 times you woke up, why didn't you answer the phone and talk to me?
Because I was trying
What?
to
You
sleep.
didn't think? Man,
Wait, I'm confused. How did he wake him up and talk to him but not answer the phone?
Dude, like, first of all, if what you said like 30 minutes ago, Jim, don't be dependent on people for rides from the airport.
Well,
Mhm.
supposedly this wasn't a ride from the airport. It was a ride from the hotel to go to lunch, then come to the show. So I don't know. That's different. If
But
someone
no,
says,
he's
like,
staying at the hotel by the airport. It's the same place.
Yeah, it's literally
And-
by the airport. That was the
Yeah.
whole joke at the
Like-
beginning.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest part would have been much funnier if they would have, since Riley and Mint are also in town.
Yeah.
If Riley and Mint would have drove him, and they would have all been there in the studio.
Well, I
That would've
mean,
been funny.
Riley and Mint, aren't they Tony's best friend or something?
That's what I'm saying. It would have been funnier.
Yeah.
Maybe he needed a ride. Maybe I told him I was going to pick him up, and that's why he
So
keeps calling me.
text me,
I
you
called you like 3 times in a row. I didn't answer him. He's not my
I'm
friend.
getting it for you. I said, I'm going to bed around 11 a.m. You said, I'll buy you lunch. I said, I'll be asleep. Damn it, Vito. I'm not going to be in long. I'll take you to the buffet, my treat. I said, where are you? You said, I just got off the plane. I'm starving, bro. Wake up. I flew in to be a guest, and you can't even take me to lunch. That to you is me agreeing to go to a buffet.
Why do you keep skipping the part where we talked on the phone, Vito?
Because we talked on the phone.
That's part of the conversation.
Oh, man.
Seconds. And at no point did we discuss we're going to a buffet
No,
together.
that was the after part.
Can
First
we
we agreed.
FOIA these phone logs? Can we get this phone conversation somehow?
Freedom of information.
Yeah. Can we do that?
I mean, I guess it's he said, she said situation, because apparently there was a phone call where I agreed to go.
How is it a he? Oh, that's right. Vito is technically a woman according to his driver's license. So it's technically a he said, she said conversation. It really is.
I want someone to super chat and make Tony put on the Sonichu medallion. I want to know what that would bring.
Can you believe
I agreed to go to a buffet.
He said she'd drive to get a buffet.
Wait, did not happen on the phone.
It did not?
That was after.
That was after.
Oh, that was after. Okay.
That was only
Well,
in
then I
text.
don't know. I don't.
If you had said, here's where I am and I don't know how to get to the show, I would say, here's $20 for an Uber. Or what?
$20.
So
What
here's
year
my
are
question.
you living
Well, I'm
in?
not paying for the whole. I don't know, man.
Why did you suggest Riley drive me?
Because I assumed you were hanging out with Riley.
Why would you assume that? Did I said literally said I'm in LA. I got nothing to do, Vito. Let's hang out before the show. And you assumed I was with Riley? Did you think I was
Yeah.
setting you up to get like doused in pig blood?
No,
or
I
something?
just assumed you guys are hanging out.
Are you?
No.
Didn't you specifically come out to hang out with him?
Tomorrow at the.
So you are here to hang out with him.
Tomorrow.
So me assuming,
I said I'm coming early.
assuming that you might be hanging
You
out.
can assume
a day
that, but you
early.
can't assume I need a ride.
I made you something.
No, I
Jim,
assume
and
that he
didn't
doesn't- you
check
knew he
it.
didn't know
I
how to drive,
assume that
though.
if you're going to do a podcast, you go, okay, and I'm going to figure out how to get there.
I would assume if you were going to do a
And if I
podcast with a
need a-
guest, you would ask the guest if he knew how to get there.
So you got to understand when you're
There is
dealing with
a
Vito.
Nick Mercado. He's not fat. That's one of Dick's friends. He's not fat. We all know that Nick's kind of a goat. The best part is when Dick gets so mad he can't find that goddamn iPad and kick the cord and shut their whole soundboard off.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing the screen goes out.
Wow. Oh no.
I told you I'd take you to a buffet.
Wait a minute. Like it's no. The whole image. No. Even what it says. It makes Dick look better. Yeah. Oh, it's like the ugly chick that gets to hang out with a hot chick, or the mid chick,
Yeah.
and it makes the mid chick
The
look
duff.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Bipto.
It's the fat chick theory.
Because I assumed the guest would figure out how to get to the show.
I would just find Dick's house randomly, right? Just wander around.
Why did you not say, hey, how do I get to Dick's house?
Why would you assume I even knew how to get to Dick's
Because
house?
you
I've
probably
asked it. He
I've
thought you
never
were
been to
dropping
LA.
Okay, so you contacted Dick.
Here's a tip: don't stay near the airport when you come to LA.
You contacted Dick to see if you could be on the show, and Dick said yes.
Yeah.
Never
I
stay near
assumed
the
at that
airport.
point, you
Anytime
would
you
have
go to
said,
a city.
hey, how do I get to the show? I assumed you and Dick were having
What am I,
conversations.
fucking Encyclopedia Brown? Why would I have this conversation?
Why would I have this? Why am I?
You had the conversation.
You had this conversation
Exactly.
3 times. That's why.
Well, we have not had this conversation 3 times.
One of us had the conversation.
You're
The other one wasn't
the
listening.
booklet about how to get here.
Alabama?
Yeah, well, I assumed that. Look, I just said, listen.
You didn't get the booklet?
I didn't get the book.
I assumed
Bro.
the last person you talked to would be your point of contact. You go,
That was you.
okay. If you didn't know how to get to the show, why did you wait?
You know, I was really on your side before
You still
Tony got
should be
here
on
and
my
explained the
side.
situation to me.
At no point did he text me saying, "Hey, I don't know how to get to the show. You know, can you give me a ride?"
How come you didn't get the pamphlet though? How come you didn't get the
why did
the
you send me
dossier?
multiple messages about let's go to a buffet?
Because I
instead of
figured that
saying-
would motivate you to answer the
Why
damn
didn't you-
phone.
Why don't you send?
Oh, we got a big one
Why
here.
don't you send one? Why don't you send one message?
Why
that
didn't you
says-
reply to any of them?
Because I was asleep. Why didn't you?
You said I woke you up twice. That means
Yes.
you woke up, saw
That
the
means you woke up
messages.
and saw the messages.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
The messages did not say, "How do I get
But
to
you
the
could have
show?"
said, I'm not
God,
getting
don't-
going to a
I'm not giving
buffet.
you a ride.
You know how to get
Oh,
there?
God.
What? Oh God, what?
Oh, just the turning towards the camera, just it always makes me quiver a little bit when I look.
Oh, yeah. I'm like
Is that like one big tooth?
Diet Coke every fucking where. God damn it.
I love Dick's gag of always making Vito wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows that Vito's right. He does know Vito's right. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, he's sandbagging it.
Yeah. The autism is too much. It's just a gag at this point.
For
A
Dick.
broken tooth.
Well, no, for Tony.
Yeah, you better figure out a ride.
Tony
So,
has
were
autism.
you not replying because you knew that it would fuck him over on the ride,
my
hoping
God.
that
Yeah.
he would figure it out? Is that what you're doing?
Because he's
That's
afraid.
what-
He's
that's what you-
afraid I was going to
that's what
mention
you were doing.
Riley.
That's what you were doing.
That's what it is, because he's afraid. What are you afraid I'm going to talk about? You're afraid I'm going to talk about Riley, and then you're going to sit there like a lump. That's what
Okay.
the fuck this is about.
So I wake up.
You literally mentioned Riley in the conversation because you thought I was hanging with him, and you assumed that he was going to be brought up. And now he is brought up because you fucked up, Vito.
That's fine.
We could have had a nice lunch. We could have been friends
I don't
again.
want lunch.
I'm-
I don't want lunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted.
Check. Does Chet
I
believe that
wanted-
shit?
Hold on. I wanted to sleep, and I slept. And then as I'm sleeping, I hear my phone ring, and I look, and it says Frog Tony. And I don't pick up the phone and go, "Oh, let me check all my text messages from him asking to go to a buffet."
Right.
I hit no, and I go back to sleep.
So when I put buffet and you put here, was it an understanding that we were going to go to a buffet?
What happened?
I texted you buffet, and then you said, "Where are you?" So you understood that we were planning to go somewhere. Why would you say, "Where are you"?
Why would you say, "Where are you"?
Okay.
You would say, "I'm not going to a buffet." Why do you keep
Yeah,
texting
why do
me?
you keep texting me? If
He
I get a
says-
random if I get a random text that says, "You want to go to a buffet?" I don't say, "Where are you?"
Okay. So he says buffet, my treat. I said, "Where are you?"
See, he's saying
Right, so
the shit out
you're
of
in the
it.
understanding we're going to a buffet.
No.
That's a
Agreement.
commitment. That's a
is
sort
not-
of a commitment.
That is not a commitment.
That's
That
a
is
somewhat of a commitment.
that is me being like, "Are you in my area? If you were 10 minutes away,
Are you afraid I was on your property? He's like, "Oh
It's
shit, are you
sorta
at my
kind of a
house?"
Where are
commitment.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need your location.
He's like Quint from Jaws.
Hey Dick, let me give you an example. I go,
Okay.
"Hey Dick, I want to buy you a steak dinner," and you go, "Oh, cool. Where
When?
are you?" And I go, "Alaska." Then you would go, "Well, okay, that's not happening."
Is this like
right?
a sketch?
Has this happened
Like,
before
what are you
you?
talking
The
about?
point of me asking "Where are you" is me going, "LA is very large. Yeah. What area are you in for me to even entertain the idea of getting lunch?" Because
Okay,
I'm
and
not.
then what was the response?
He didn't respond.
You see what Red Scorpion said?
I just landed.
Jim,
That's not saying where you are. At no point did you tell
Hey,
me where you
I
are.
just landed. Literally, I'm at the airport.
I just got off the
asshole.
plane. There's-
I just landed.
there's
Where do you
mo-
think I'm at? I
there's
jumped out of the fucking plane
there
and
are-
I landed somewhere in LA in a random fucking location.
Read Red Scorpion.
Okay.
Come on, man.
It's funny.
That's funny.
It is.
Fucking,
It's called an
Marcel
airport. I
Jim
just
tonight.
landed.
That's true. That's a good point.
There are multiple
There are
airports.
multiple
in
airports
LA.
now. Oh.
That's not Ontario.
Yeah.
You think he's flying into fucking
Okay, but
Ontario
what's the
or
point?
Burbank?
I'm in the
Hold on.
helicopter
A
airport.
guy who needs a ride is not flying into
So hold on.
Burbank.
Okay, here's the deal. At
He doesn't speak
7:30
Spanish,
a.m.,
Mhm.
I say, "Where are you?"
It's a little early.
Right.
I
Actually,
speak more
6:30 a.m.
Spanish than he
6:30 a.m.
does.
I say, "Where are you?"
Okay.
He doesn't respond.
because I'm on the plane.
That's fine.
Or sleep.
I go to bed. Okay.
Okay.
At noon, while I'm still asleep, he texts me, "I just got off the plane. I'm starving. Wake up."
Okay.
I'm asleep at this point.
Which is very weird.
That's
That's what I was going
okay.
to say. When you deal with Vito, you got to understand that between 11 and like 4 or 5, he does not exist.
I'm asleep. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's
And I
like
ex-
it's like
and
the
I ex-
most you could never possibly work in like the modern world
Which-
with this thing that he does.
Which I told him, I said again, "I'm going to bed around 11 a.m. I'll buy you lunch. I'll be asleep."
Okay, so wait,
So
stop,
that
stop.
has
You
to
said
stop
I'll buy
you.
you lunch. So when I said buffet
No,
and you
you-
said where are you?
No,
the understanding
no.
is
I'll buy you
lunch.
lunch.
Well, I'm not
He
buying you
said that.
breakfast.
Oh, he said
yeah,
buy you lunch.
I'll buy you lunch.
And you
So
said
you
going
And
to
I
sleep.
said,
I'll be
"I will
asleep.
be asleep."
Did you think he would be
buying you breakfast.
fine?
What do you mean? Yeah, as a human being? What does that mean?
You knew he was coming to the show.
Yes.
Okay. And then you also knew that he's new to LA. And then he's talking
I
about
didn't know-
buying
I don't-
lunch. He's talking
I don't
about
know.
buying lunches and he's, you know,
I literally
he's
said
like-
it's my
he's
first time
new
in
to
LA.
Fair conversation, because if Nick Rekieta goes to LA, he doesn't depend on Dick for a ride to the fucking Dick show. He's going to get
No.
there. That's an unfair fucking conversation, Dick. It's not like Tony's a poor. He's not a poor guy, is he, Wizard? He's not poor. He said he could
No.
afford a car. I mean, because he can.
He didn't say what type of car.
Hey, a Yugo's a car, get you around.
Yeah, car's a car.
I'm
Jim.
just kidding.
A to
I
B.
know.
Not everybody has Ferrari money, brother.
But like Nick would not ask Dick to pick him up at the airport. It's just not a thing. I mean,
Dude, if I was gonna go on the biggest problem,
well,
I would have
first of all-
hammered this
first of
out
all-
days before and flew in a day early.
days before. No. I'm an anal motherfucker about this shit. I need to know an
I've heard
address.
stories.
I need to know what time to be there, and you better tell me how I get there is up to me. I don't depend on anybody for a ride, dude. Fuck that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm a on time guy. I hate being late. When I was younger, I lost a job for not being
Tony-
able to be there on
Tony
time.
should have planned this out better. He should have had he knows Dick just got that new pizza oven and everything. He should say, Dick, why don't I bring over a bunch of stuff? We'll make pizzas for lunch.
Because Dick would say, "No, dude, I have a life. I don't hang out with
I'm not
you."
hanging out
Dick
with you. We're doing
Dick
a
would
show.
want to make pizzas. He would make pizzas with Nick Ricada.
Ricada,
Yeah, and probably with
Yes, he
you, but
liked Ricada. Like, dude, he was so good at the Ricada beat up in Nashville. He was great. I love anal.
yeah, you just said you're an anal guy.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
That's a direct quote.
You love anal. I'm just anal about certain things, and being on time is one of them. And
Yeah,
that,
me too.
I swore you said the exact words were, you're anal about being on Dick.
well, this is why we know that you don't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
What?
I thought you were talking about being on the Dick show. You said if you're gonna be on Dick, you'd be very anal or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I misheard it.
If I was asked to be somewhere, the point is
I know.
No, the point is this though. Like
He'd be on top of it.
what? No,
Yeah,
but the
he'd be
point
on
is-
top of
You'd
it.
be on top of it.
Shut up, wizard! You're here to make fun of fucking syndicated, not me, because you say you can't do it on your own show.
No, I refuse to do it on my own show.
He is still a fag, so you can call him that here.
I will never say that word.
It's not a bad
what word, Wizard? What word won't
Bundle
you
sticks.
say?
What's wrong with
Bundle
fag? That's what the Brits put in their mouth every day, and they blow smoke out when
Yeah.
it's over. When
Yeah.
they take
I'm not
a bath.
British or a smoker. So
But you,
You
have
don't like
bro,
them.
you have
don't
bro
like
friends,
gathering
right?
up
You have bro
bundles of
friends
sticks?
that act stupid. You don't call them like, quit being a fag, dude. Stop being
I
gay.
say like retard, gay, idiot, but I'm not gonna.
He doesn't use faggot.
Oh, you do say retard. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
retard.
That's more
Well, if
hurtful
you're a
than
fag,
faggot.
girl, if you're gay, if you're a faggot, you're kind of retarded. Like,
Well, what if
somebody-
you're acting like a retarded faggot, though?
I'm just saying that I'm
Then you might
from
be
a
the guy in
different
the middle of the
time.
stream.
So.
Maybe you're the guy in the middle of the picture here.
Oh no!
Kidding, Tony. Look, man. I hope Tony gains 20,000 subs tonight for being on their show. I do.
I don't know. I was reading the chat. It's pretty rough.
Oh, Dick's chat. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was.
It was pretty rough. They were saying deport Tony at one time.
Oh no. But we'll get back to the time thing. So I believe in being on time stimulated.
Oh
and like my wife doesn't have that same value of when she says I'll be there at 4 and she's not here at 4 and it's like 4:10, 4:20 and no fucking phone call. Yeah. See, bitches don't know. The worst thing that can happen is the first thing that goes through a dude's brain. Like, oh, she's dead. She got in a fucking car wreck. And then she rolls up at 4:35. Hey, oh no. Where the fuck have you been?
Hell yeah.
Don't be late. If you're gonna be late, call me. And it took me fucking 15 years to get her to finally call me. Like, stop. Because I would give her shit. Like, I'm gonna find that motherfucker you're cheating on me with. I'm gonna find him. And when I do, I'm gonna kill you for cheating on me. I was fucking around. Like,
Damn.
like stop fucking being late because I'm not late. Never. Even for my appointments. Like I'm there early most of the time.
Yeah, I'm an early
A
arriver.
wizard
so,
is
yeah.
never late.
Yeah, I
he
agree with
always
you, Wizard.
arrives exactly when he intends to.
Who?
It's okay. Oh, again, Jim. It's
wizard.
a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Mm.
Okay, whatever, man.
What you're quoting
Fucking
which I
actually me
read.
about everything.
It's real talk, man. Don't be late, God damn it. Stop being
Yeah.
late. I don't
You know,
like it.
I'm always an early arriver, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Always.
heard that. We've heard that about you. You're very premature. The ladies
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah, but we got a good foreplay game, so it doesn't really matter. So
Yeah, that's all that
Yeah,
Yeah,
matters.
Wizard
Or
of Foreplay,
five
that's what
play,
they call
whatever
me.
works.
Wizard of foreplay.
that should be your new name.
It
Wizard.
will be one day when I get to that point. Probably.
You might get like a 2% fucking female audience at that point. Like Wizard of Foreplay. Let's hear what this guy has to say.
Hey,
Oh no, he's
Oh, yeah.
talking about nonsense.
what are you trying to say?
I am horrible about being on time. My friends and family tell me 1 to 3 hours ahead of actual time for events. Oh wow, I would fucking not invite you anymore.
You know, like I said, I lost a job when I was younger for not
Yeah.
being able to be on time, and I just something in my brain broke, and now like I try to be as close to an hour early as possible for almost everything.
Dick literally just murdered the stream. So what's up?
What do you
guys?
do, Crazy Cat?
What do you do?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds like he
Oh,
it broke
their,
it again.
their stream just crashed for the second and final time, says Samurai.
Oh,
Wow.
What is it?
it couldn't
Like-
handle the frame rate of two biggins.
That's
What?
like, it's too
It
bad.
seems like look, no offense, it seems like he doesn't know what's going on here.
I don't.
You know?
Yeah, I've
You got
learned
that?
that. I've definitely figured.
Well, it's probably over. It's been on 2.5 hours.
They normally go for like 3 or 4 though.
Lately they've been
Don't
going.
they?
Lately they've been going for
Because
like
Super
4
Chats
hours,
and-
dude.
They were reading super
And
chats.
Vito's
it sounds
booty?
Like so.
Oh, they were reading super chats when it crashed.
Sounds like it.
Tony was so electrifying, he crashed the show. Dick killed the stream again. Oh my god, that's a lot of tonnage. Says Crazy Cat to use.
Yeah,
the
that's a
military.
huge amount of bandwidth that they were trying to put out
Evan,
there.
Evan, the stream probably killed itself instead of. Tony. Oh no!
Yeah, damn, the chat is vicious. Best chat on the internet.
2.5 hours of lunch date surgery or spurgery.
Spurger.
I mean,
Burgery, yeah.
yeah, like they're just spurging over fucking
That
meeting for lunch. I mean, Jesus Christ.
if
It
that's
was
what the
because
whole
Dick
show
lost
was,
his iPad.
that's got to go down. That would have to go down as like one of the worst episodes, I'd imagine, for casual
One of
viewers
the-
to watch.
One of the biggest problems was Tony's episode. That's a pretty big problem.
Got what you wanted, Tony.
Well,
The stream auto deported. Tony.
well, here, like Wizard, here, like I was listening to a streamer. It was Ethan, and he said when he started streaming early, he would just show like what he was drawing, right? And he said, "I got to show my face now. If I don't show my face quickly, and I decide to show it when I've got 50,000 subs, 20,000 subs, whatever it is, you might turn a lot of people off, right?"
Hmm.
I'll turn a lot of people on.
Oh my God! Not everybody's a fucking transgender person, dude. Stop.
Yeah, but everybody's a little bit gay.
But they're not trans.
They're cynic.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think of Elston Limehouse, Dave?
Oh, he's great, dude. Like he sold his character. He's he was better in this than as the fucking shrimp farmer in
Well,
goddamn.
yeah, he was selling ribs and pork and all the stuff about killing pigs and all that stuff. Is a great.
I'm gonna give her. I'll give you the best bacon ever, baby. Like, what the hell was that line? What does that mean? What is that referring?
You know what it means.
I
Well,
don't.
and you notice how you notice how Raylan dragged Rachel with him to go there, and she basically said,
Yeah, why is it her? Why is she the connection? Like,
no, because she's black and he's black, so he wanted to whatever the fuck is it called? Noble's Holler is all black, so he wanted a black person to go with them. That's what that was all about.
oh,
And it was the same thing because remember Rachel dragged Raylan in the last season to season 2, episode 1 to go down to Bennett with the perv and everything, and said, I don't get along with these people. And he goes, what, perverts? She goes, no, hillbillies.
no, but I'm talking about why is she the person that's setting up the meet between her and
her? Because she used to go there and hide from her husband, Bowman. This is a place where all the white women go to hide from their abusive husbands. All the white husbands beat their wives, and they can only be safe if they go to the big black man to protect them. Yes.
Yeah. While they're sticking their fucking 12-inch cock up their ass for protection. Sure.
I mean, we could ask somebody about it and see what they say. And
should have never.
Red Scorpion, I believe that means he wants to fuck her, Dave. Just spitballing here. Oh, no.
Just throwing that one out there, right, Red Scorpion?
Hey, watching the Ethan stream tonight when Malin put up the picture of the cock, somebody said, I'll give you 20 more bucks if you spit on it. Oh no. like spitting like on a cock. It was funny. Oh my God. Oh man.
And then this whole thing where they meet on the bridge, and then he says, the last time I saw Arlo Gibbons was on this very bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about the whole pot thing, right? Like, then he comes back to the car and he
punches Devil in the face,
but he tells Arlo,
the only reason you're not getting one of these because you're an old man.
Which is fucked up. He still deserves the same punishment, in my opinion. And Devil got what he deserved too, by the way.
Yep.
What do you get? We're not degenerates? Yeah, we're not degenerates here. We just like to make fun of degenerates.
I live a holy and pure life.
It sounds like you do, man. Like, you don't want people to say like derogatory terms on your street. Is it only faggot that you're banned from?
Well, and the N word, but I don't know if he.
Well, nobody says the N word. Although negroid is a scientific term that I've used on this show.
Every time
there
you
is
say
that
it.
term for. There's that term for when you want to do something very cheaply. You know, there is that one that you can technically say because it has no connection to the black race.
Does it end with Ardley?
Yeah, that one.
Which one is it?
I didn't. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, like
it starts with an N and ends with Gardley.
Niggardly.
Like that, which is technically okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is it?
I didn't give Ruby says
I
didn't give Dave the N-word pass.
Yeah, so like etymology, it comes like from the French word for something else, but it's like has no connection to the Spanish word for black and anything like that, right? It's completely separate.
But isn't
hold on one second. Ruby King, first of all, I've got the ultimate N-word pass, so I don't need it from anybody in my chat. Second, Red Scorpion, niggle is actually in the racist words. What was it? What were we looking at the other night, Jim? Was it Wikipedia or whatever?
I don't know. It's some list of slurs.
And niggle was one of them. I don't know why.
But I think I thought that the root word of the word you can't say is actually the word
Kevin knows the lore. That's right.
that
I donated it. I didn't give it. I
that
donated it.
cynic used. I thought that's the original word where that other word comes from.
Oh, I thought it came from the Spanish word for black.
I thought it came from the guy at the gas station that you told to put gas in your car when it was full service.
No,
I thought it came from cynic when someone cuts him off in traffic.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
the
only
one-
only say it to white women, real loud.
The one that you're thinking of for whatever it is for the other language word for black, that's a different word than the other one.
I just thought that's where it I don't know. Yeah, I don't know full much. Of
No, they're
history
close
of the
together, but
N-word.
they're
Etymology of the word.
Etymology of the
Yeah, the
word
etymology
is
of the
actually
N-word.
is from actually the one that means stingy.
Oh,
Like banker. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Free is a Jewish slur.
And when you like what Scorpion is saying here, that word means to when you negotiate down a price. There's also if you like to banker them down.
Well,
I mean, you're Jewing them down. You're Jewing them down. Of course.
Well, I always, I don't hate the Jewish people, but I will always talk crap about the gypsies. So I will always say that, you got
gypsies.
Well, you get gypped.
Yeah,
And
gypsies
then,
are the worst. I will agree with you there, Wizard.
And with that, I'm going to go. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming on, Wizard.
Anytime. Just ask
see, Elemental is saying something here. And actually, no, that is not the etymology of that word. It's actually the other word that's actually used in Huck Finn and
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
Buckwheat.
Ruby King says, "Wiz, say the N word." He's giving you a free pass.
The N word.
Cool.
Wiz, say the N word.
No.
New Orleans.
9.
No.
9.
Stiff arm syndrome.
Stiff arm syndrome. 9. There you go.
Follow at Wiz of Wordplay on Twitter and subscribe to Wizard of Wordplay on YouTube. I stream with Cynic every Wednesday when he actually shows up and doesn't hang over here. And Dave and Jim don't follow me on Twitter, but I follow both of them, and that only hurts my soul a little.
I don't.
Goodbye.
I don't.
You both don't follow
Yeah,
me.
y'all need to.
What is it, Wizard?
At Wiz of
butt play.
W-I-Z.
Wizard of butt play.
A butt play. Okay, I don't. That don't look
At
like you.
Wizard.
No, it's just at Wiz.
Oh, at Wiz.
And then of Wordplay.
Oh, at Wiz.
Yeah,
I got Wiz of Ecom, Wiz of All Street, Wiz of Crypto. What the
Here we
fuck?
go. You're fine.
Wiz of Woodward, Wiz of Waz 22.
Let's put Wizard's link in here in the chat so you guys can give him a follow and get him over 100, guys. Let's get him over 100 followers on
very small account.
Yeah, I use X to talk to these fucking freaks on the show with me right now in back rooms and to
Wizard's not a freak.
No, Wizard's a guest.
I don't talk in any back rooms. There's no back room talking. Nothing. No groups are happening.
No. Now, hey, the anti-retard Ripper Alliance is not about Eric July.
It's really not.
I'm not. I'm not in that. So,
well, it's turned into a shit show because of Nick and fucking Stimulated. I wake up at 6:30 every morning and my phone goes because he's doing every fucking day.
I've been good for the past 2 days.
2 days. Thanks.
I couldn't help it. He was wrong. Jim. No. Jim lit that fire. I just fanned the flames.
Jim lit the fire?
Yeah, he was telling Jim that he was wrong, and I was not going to stand for it when I knew Nick was wrong. He was incorrect, so I had to dunk on him. And then I just started sending Duncan memes, which to me were absolutely hilarious.
That's why you picked him, right?
I know what Cynic can get like when he thinks he's funny.
Or right. Yeah. When he thinks he's
Hey.
funny or right, like it's a.
You know that guy that was in the chat the other day when we were watching the Mud Fossil stuff, Dalton?
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
I just got a notification that he just followed me. He's a
Yeah.
student of extreme reality. Check Mud Fossil University. Countscape, Mud Flood, Old World History Theory. Thank Jesus for my brain and heart. Okay.
He's a nice guy, man.
He's like a nice guy.
He's wearing a MAGA hat, dude. In his profile.
What's his at? I'm gonna follow
That
No.
not Lad Burchett.
I'll put it in the chat. I like Dalton. He was very appreciative of us watching it, even though Jim.
All right, I'll follow him back. If he DMs me, though, I'm going to block him. I'm kidding.
He doesn't do that. I mean,
That's what Jim said about me, and I sent him some penis
Shut up!
pictures.
Well, I mean, really, Jim or Dave, if you want to ever talk crap about Cynic, you can go in my DMs and we'll just, anti-Cynic alliance, and we can just talk
we
crap
talk about Cynic
Cynic.
to his face.
I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave enough for that.
Just
Yeah, they
tell
talk
him-
to me
Just say,
like
if you just
Go
want to get his goat, just say beat Vanderbilt. That's all you got to say.
oh, fuck you, eat shit.
I
Okay?
usually call him.
Eat
I usually
shit,
call him
Dave.
old.
Yeah, it's true,
you know,
but
I'll-
you can't on this shirt.
Yeah,
No.
like just say beat Vanderbilt. That's all you got to say.
That's why I started hanging out with Dave and Jim because you called me old so much. I had to hang out
Yeah.
with guys older than me.
Makes you can be the young guy over here. I'm usually the young guy everywhere else. I'm 25.
My joints feel
you know,
my
every other
joints
guy
feel
I'm 25. Yeah.
my
Shit, I
joints
got
feel a lot less achy hanging out with them.
3 kids older than you, dude. Holy shit. And 2 of them have grandkids, or one of them has grandkids, and my daughter, they have kids. They're my grandkids. We say it right to him, and he still won't leave, says Kevin. Kevin's right.
Every night.
Stimulated gets a lot of shit from the chat every night.
Yeah, then usually he
it's
comes
strange. You know
back
what?
and then
You know what?
he
The
comes
best
back
part is
from
they give Stimulated and ID a lot of shit.
Mhm.
ID crisis. But the other night, everybody left. It was just me and ID. And even that chat was like, you know what? ID is pretty cool. When there's nobody else on the stream, because he does like to talk a lot and nobody else can get a word in. Stimulated has the same effect on the crowd. Like sometimes you're like, dude, like stop talking. What am I? Chopped liver, says Samurai.
yeah, I already
With
responded to Snowman, but no, I like Snowman. He shows up. He's my true co-host on my stream.
Yeah.
On Wow Wednesday, every Wednesday on the Wizard of Wordplay channel.
oh, so he streams with you?
Yeah, Snowman does. Cynic does sometimes, or did. Before we had a
I
falling out,
missed
me
2
and him.
shows.
Well,
we had a falling out.
we
That's
have
right.
a new show starting every Wednesday now. It's going to be called What the Fuck Wednesday, because this Wednesday was kind of what the fuck, right? We were like, well, what the hell do we watch? Because it was about this guy David Berg with some weird cult that was grooming kids around the world. It was fucking crazy
I
cat.
showed up for a second after that was over. After my stream ended, I showed up for a little bit of that.
It was fucking
Talked about
wild.
my big one.
Yeah.
Talked about my big beard that I have.
Snowman, I just figured I would let you have more time to shine, and you've really let me down lately.
ID's a really nice guy, guys. I like him a lot. And I enjoy having him on the show. I enjoy Nicholas. I like sometimes like look, I haven't invited Nicholas because he turned me down, right? The last time. If you're not going to show up when I send you the link and you give me the thumbs up when I send the link, then I'm not going to keep sending you the link. Oh, Storm, I'm sure you can. Awesome, Dave. I can provide you with a lot of what the F, non-fictional and fictional. Either way, it's great. Yeah, I like our Theory Thursday shows. Jim loved this week's episode.
It was great. Yeah, Jim was really into it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Jim thought I was mad at him last night, and I was not. I was
I
laughing
was.
my ass off internally. Like I was just laughing, like, oh my God, he's fucking with us so good here. Dave, don't you dare. Don't dare what? Oh, bring Nicholas on. Oh, Nick is indefensible. The last time he was here, it did grind my gears like Homer Simpson. Remember when they
Peter
had that
Griffin.
episode? Or Peter
It was
Griffin.
Peter Griffin. Yeah. You know what grinds my gears?
Yeah, you know what grinds my gears? That was a good episode. But
it's because he does that contrarian thing, and he does it for contrarian's sake, which is
it's fine to be contrarian for like, but when he just kept doing it and doing it, the same contrarian thing, it was like, stop, dude. Like we get it.
Kevin's right. I gave him that Marco Rubio oranges joke, and he never let it go.
Till the next morning when you were fucking DMing him, dude. Like
I sent him a picture because I passed that fucking orange stand on the way to the gym, and I went, God damn it.
Right. Like, and he didn't let it go.
Yeah, it's the rule of threes, guys. Like you got 3 times to hit the joke and then move on.
Yeah. Like Nicholas is always fine when I'm here. Then I go to bed, and the next stream I find out it ended in disaster. It's not disaster, but the orange thing was like over the top. It really was for me.
Yeah.
Like, not that I won't have him on again, like, but he's actually like a nice guy. I think he is. Now Jim went hard on him about a week ago. He's like, dude, if I find out about something, I'm going after your ass. All right, what do we got here? They're in the prison scene, right, Jim?
We're in a prison scene, yeah. So the guard had overheard
All right.
the conversation.
Good night, everyone.
We'll see you, Wizard.
We're gonna blow right
brother.
through this, Wiz.
That's
Hey,
fine. I gotta go
don't
anyway.
be me. Don't be
No, I'm
me,
saying
Jim.
No,
That
I'm not.
was-
I'm saying stay. We're gonna blow right through this. It's gonna take 10 minutes. We'll be through this episode.
But
No,
maybe
I
he's
gotta
got
go
something
anyway.
to
I gotta
do.
go anyway.
Oh, all right. All right, get out of here.
Get the fuck
We'll
out.
see you, brother.
Thanks, buddy. We should bring Samurai on now so we can talk shit about Wizard.
Samurai,
So,
you
yes.
want the link?
Go ahead, Jim.
So so the guard obviously overheard what was going on when Boyd was questioning him and knows about the money, and so he's like, you're basically trying to threaten him, saying, we're gonna make your life miserable if you don't give us the money and all this stuff, and sent Dewey away. And then it turns out the guard goes, well, you heard what I said, and I can't get the money until I get out of here. And he's like, oh, is that all?
Yeah,
Basically,
right.
The guard's
Yeah.
gonna break him out, basically,
Yeah.
get him out.
And he goes, but dude, you understand, I just said that to save my life. Like, I just told him that.
Yeah, he
to
said he
save
was lying.
my
He goes, he thought that was true too. Then he called his buddy who's part of in the law down there, and he says your mama was some big shot caller, died and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, now can I ask you a question? Why is Harlan County the county that everybody thinks is going to make them money? Like, I don't understand that. I like, it's like they act like it's fucking Orange County, California. Like,
No, because it's a county where crime, it's basically corrupt to the gills. Everyone's corrupt in Harlan County. All the cops are corrupt. All the politicians are corrupt.
But that judge isn't.
What judge?
Our boy. The
That judge? Well, that's a federal judge, and he's not in Harlan County. He's in Lexington.
Oh, he's a federal judge. Okay.
He's a federal.
But if Raylan's going after these people, that's a federal case.
Correct.
So either way,
And, there's one district in Kentucky, federal districts, the Eastern District in Kentucky, and then there's the West. Well, I'm sorry, there's 2 districts: the Eastern District and Western District.
Storm says we have a Harlan County in North Carolina. It's the same there, I'm sure. Like,
All right.
this guy's
now we
good, man.
Yeah, this guy's a great
Yeah, this
actor.
dude, it's fucking awesome.
Yep.
He's in like 2 seasons of Deadwood, I think.
He's been on other stuff too. Like, he's been around a
he
while.
might even be in a Deadwood movie.
I think he's in some of the like medieval movies and shit too, because he's got that body. But The guy that's asking for money for the wrenches, he's a terrible actor.
Well, yeah, he's just,
compared to him.
So then Wade Messer shows up, and this guy here was in Band of Brothers and was in a TV show called
I Love Lucy.
Generation Kill.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's great.
So the other guy that just freeze framed is the guy that set Raylan up to get hung on a tree.
Right. Yeah, and they're still looking for him. He's wanted. They haven't caught him yet.
Dude, I like him. he just seems like he's down on his luck guy. You know what I'm saying? Stimulated. He's not a bad guy. He's just down on his luck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very easily manipulated. And that whole, did you like that whole Russian roulette scene?
No, that was Harlan.
Man,
but did you like
I liked it? I liked it until I didn't like the way they
anymore,
ended.
right? Until it wasn't. Like the guy fucking survived, dude. God damn it.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. I mean, why put me through 7 minutes of this guy and tortured with the Harlan roulette, and then the guy just blows his head off anyway? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, Jim.
Well, no, because he didn't put a bullet in the gun.
No, I get it, but he still.
Then he
didn't get to that part yet, though.
Well,
so this is funny too, because this is where Raylan is with Tom. No, we're not. No, it's not there. That's not it yet. No, that's not it yet. We didn't get to say. So Raylan, this guy's like
those boots aren't.
Super Tom Bergen telling him like these boots ain't made for running, and he's something about his kids are there eating fried chicken for breakfast because he's like, "What's your wife out of town?" He goes, "No, wife is sick as shit day or something like that." So he's like, "Yeah, that's why I got the fried chicken for breakfast." And then he's like, "Well, your whole job is chasing criminals. It was kind of weird that you don't have boots."
Red Scorpion says the fat bald guy was a psychic priest from Constantine. I know. That's what I said. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Jim should 100% be a prison warden in a gritty 90s crime thriller. I don't know. If he's wearing a hat, yeah. Not without.
So yeah, no, this is the scene. They get the guy out of jail. He's all messed up. They bring him here, something, and you aren't wearing a wire. They take him for a wire, and
the guy just wants a hit. The guy's got to have his meth or whatever, right? He
Oxycontin.
Yeah, he needs his pill.
So he tells him here, "That's a nice Ruger Red Hawk 357."
Jim was a character actor in Oz. He was the guy, with the toothbrush up his ass. Okay, I'll do this one for myself.
Everyone laugh at the funny joke. Ha ha!
It wasn't funny, Jim. I'm sorry. That was mean.
Yeah, he tells him it's not bad, 1 in 5 or whatever, and so he goes and says he's going to give him the whole bottle of pills if he does it, and then he tells him to go again.
And again.
And then
again.
And then he goes, then he points the gun at Fogel, and then he goes bang, tries to pull the trigger, but it wasn't loaded, and then Fogel takes the gun away.
6 times. Yeah, there was no bullet.
Yeah, there was no bullets, and so then takes the gun and puts the bullet in and shoots him in the head. And so then these guys are over here burying the body, talking, and and then now they jump to here where Devil's got a smashed mouth, and then Boyd's here talking to these guys to get him to take the weed off his hands. And then this guy's name is Errol. I'm sorry, Errol. His name is Errol. Arrol. Errol. And,
and he makes the white guy Devil load up the fucking pot. He's like, "Get your ass over and load that shit up." Yeah, this was like, dude, Boyd wasn't wrong. Devil, don't be stupid.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is. So
he's a dummy. Yeah, he's a dummy. Yeah. That's like when you're watching this, you're like, why do these people think any of these people would help their organization? Maybe because they're so stupid that.
And so here, Boyd tells them how they're going to be smart, they're going to make money, and no more smash and grabs and blah blah blah. And so they got a plan, and so then we jump to this guy whose name is this is Win Duffy, and this is Quarles, Robert Quarles. And they're setting up a fake doctor's office to write fake bogus scripts so they can peel off oxy to send up north.
Yeah. Which was like that was pretty good scripting there. Stimulating, like, oh, that's
I
kind
don't know
of
if you
cool.
notice that this guy goes, he tells him to go to down all the right, and there's a kid chained up in the bed here.
Who is that?
It's some kid that Robert Quarles is abusing because that's why he got kicked out of Detroit for tuning up boys.
Oh, so he was gross.
Yeah, he's a gross dude. You know, I guess his story basically find out later that his dad was selling him to somebody when he was a kid, and the mob basically that's how the mob took him because they found out about it, killed his dad, and took him under his wing. And anyway,
so we're gonna find out when he's on the phone with his son. He's never actually talking to his son.
No, he is talking to his son.
Okay,
his wife and everything. You know. So yeah, then Raylan shows up looking because he found out someone bonded out that other guy, paid cash, and so then he's coming here, and then he talks to Fogel, and they start talking about his Corvette, and he got arrested, and his buddy, the guy who works here for him, went and bonded him out, and he said, "Well, I'm definitely paying my employees too much."
Yeah,
and he says he's a marshal, and then he basically wants to look around. He says, "No, unless you got a warrant, you're not coming in."
Good answer.
All right. He says, "Well, then it's great because he's like, I thought I came here looking for my friend Wade Messer, but now I think maybe I'm looking for you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he gets on the phone right away, like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like, oh shit. Who's good?
So then he calls the.
He's still skinnier than fucking Az and Vito.
So he calls up because he's been working for Win Duffy. So he calls Win Duffy, and Win Duffy tells him basically they're having a Quarles and Win Duffy are having a conversation, and they tell him to try to kill the marshal. Now it's a win-win. Either the marshal gets to just get, if this guy tries to kill Raylan and Raylan gets a drop on him and kills him, or maybe they'll get lucky and pop the marshal, and it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Right.
So then he tells Wade Messer basically going to make Wade Messer do it.
Yeah, he makes him the patsy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then they jump to this bar, this is Johnny's bar from the first season, which completely looks different. It's a completely different bar.
Mm-hmm. You made that point like the first season, like, oh, this is not the. I did not like this scene at all, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like this.
Well, it was kind of weird. It was like they're going to get this bar back from these guys that they came and took, basically bought the bar off of Johnny when he was infirmed in the hospital or whatever, and then this guy has two guys basically sitting there, and then they've got two guys.
Like, why I didn't like it is just pay the man for the fucking bar. Like, he did pay Johnny for the bar. And his payment is what's in the fucking till, Jim. Like, oh, whatever in the register you can have. It's bullshit.
But they feel like he robbed him of it. Like
Don't you like how Boyd gives these speeches?
Yes.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
So this is Jimmy and this is Rip, and I don't know who these other guys are.
Yeah. But like the whole scene was kind of weird because everybody sat there like fucking mannequins. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And he doesn't tell them to make the title out to Johnny
sure.
Crowder. He tells them to make it out to Boyd Crowder.
Yeah. Like, and he spells it out. And
so this is a great scene. Now Raylan's sitting there, and when he gets there before Messer, and then Messer tells him like, "Oh, you didn't go in," and he tells this whole story about what happened when he was a kid, and you don't go into people's house unless you're invited, and
yeah.
And some about these guys came in, and agitators came to screen door your mother, and you don't ever do it. And he says, "Would it be all right if I go in to change my shirt. He says, sure, go ahead. So he goes in, and then he comes out. And he's like, what, you didn't change your shirt. What you been looking for? And then Raylan pulls out a gun and goes, were you looking for this? And goes to hit him. And he's like, but I thought you said you didn't go in my house. He said, we all got lines we got to cross. Well, that's or what it weighed.
Yeah. Which was good. I mean, and then like he knows he's a bad guy. This guy knows. He's like, dude, I did you wrong. Like he knows it. Like,
so then he calls this guy and he tells him, call this guy, tell him that you got me, but you got shot and you need help to get him to come. And so then these two show up and Raylan pulls up and he's got Wade in the back of the car and tells him, I got Wade here. He's telling me quite a story. And he goes, whatever he's saying, he's lying. He's a junkie and this and that. And, and then he hears the guy creeping around and back, says something about it.
Yeah, he knows it all. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's talking about giving up some guys in Frankfurt.
And this is where like Raylan's like, damn, this will be good. Like this will be good. I can actually prosecute these fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy goes, wait, he could just make a deal and he could skate. And then he's like, well, you don't know anything about people. He goes, but I know you killed some guy or something. And
yeah, like we're turning.
We buried him ourselves
in real time. It was cool. Like I like that.
Yeah, because for a second I got sort of confused. I was like, well, why couldn't he just give both of them a deal? And then I went,
but it didn't happen because they're idiots.
They're retarded. Yeah,
they're retarded. They're retarded.
Way to go, retard.
I can't die here. Like this was kind of cool. Like I can't die here, man. Like what the fuck? And even Raylan's like, oh shit. Like he didn't want these guys to die.
No.
He's like, shit.
Yeah. He's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, so then there's this conversation between Boyd and Devil, and Boyd's talking about how he believed in the Commandos, and that he thinks Boyd's changed since he got shot. And, asking what kind of man he was, and all this stuff. And so then jump to Win Duffy's trailer or mobile home, RV, whatever. And then so they're there talking about this gun that he's got on this rail. So Raylan comes in and sees Win Duffy, and then sees the guy sitting there, and who are you, and this and that.
Yeah, I like how he's bragging about his slide on his gun, and it takes a lot of work to make it work. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is a great. How can we help you, Marshall? And then Raylan just punches him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, yeah, I got a guy out here. I got two dead, and I'm digging another one in a hole, and I know it was you that put the hit out on me.
Because he said, like I told you before, this will be the last conversation we have. So this is that conversation.
Yeah. And then he does something where he racks his slide, the bullet flies out, and he throws it on his chest and said, the next one's coming a lot faster. Or the next one's coming faster.
It was one of the best scenes of the whole series so far.
Yeah. Right. Because even the guy from Detroit's like, oh shit, this guy's for real. Like he's like, oh no. Oh, Mordred, you gotta get up at 4 a.m. on a Saturday? Sorry, dude. Man.
And then he goes, what if those bullets are coming back to you too, Marshall? And then he takes a picture of him and leaves, and that's the end of that episode. Then we jump to The Devil You Know.
And
this is a good episode too, but it was disappointing compared to the previous episode. The other episode,
I honestly didn't like that they killed off Devil. Yeah.
Well, there was so much that happened in the last episode.
I thought Devil deserved it, dude.
He did, but they should have done it. You know what I mean? Like Devil,
a little bit.
The whole thing. Like
They should have let it play out a little bit more, let it
There was
breathe.
really
right,
no
Jim?
there was absolutely no reason for them to approach Devil. They should have just went through Boyd and worked it out.
Well, there was no reason for Devil to go to Johnny. Like, dude, like, why do you need Johnny? You have the backing of the Detroit Mafia. Just go work for them. You don't need Johnny. Johnny
Well, because Devil's not from Harlan.
doesn't matter though. Like, he's still around. Like, but I don't know, man. Like, damn, he fucked up the dude from Dear John. Oh shit! But
but Win Duffy is in this series all the way to the end.
Yeah, I figured. I mean,
yeah, Win Duffy's in it the whole time.
Yeah. But like, what didn't you like about this episode, Cynic? We're actually here to give it an opinion, not read the lines. So what is it? No,
It's just, I mean, no, the last episode had so much packed into it and so many things happening that it made this episode seem a little lackluster. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you get the money stuff and you figure out that what's the black guy's name? Jesus.
Shrimp.
What's his name?
Limehouse. Elston Limehouse.
Yeah, Limehouse. I kept wanting to say Limestone. Yeah, you figure out stuff about him at the end. This episode it's good. It's great. It just the last episode was really fucking good. So
they go meet this guy, and this guy starts trying to tell him to make a deal, and you know,
I didn't like this part.
They want him to get rid of, you know, because like, hey, some guy you don't know wants you to kill the guy you've been working for all these years. You kind of might have some questions about it, you know. Maybe a little bit.
Well, and Devil did like make him like tell me why. Like, it wasn't like he just was swayed. Now the argument that he gave to Johnny about the $360, like $360, really? Like, that was it?
Well, that's because that's all they got. $360 for that weed split it. All right, so then it jumps to the prison, and there's a prison fight where Dewey and Dickie Bennett got into a fight with a bunch of people, but Dewey wasn't supposed to get in a fight. It was supposed to be Dickie gets beat up, gets taken to the infirmary, and then they sneak him out, basically break him out.
I mean,
of
this
prison.
is all a terrible plan anyway, because
Well, it's a horrible plan because it came up by hillbillies.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you break out of prison, you can't outrun the cops' radios. And
Well, see, they're not. Here's the thing: is they're not really worried about that because I had a feeling that the guard was planning on killing them anyway. They just trying to get the money.
I think
I know that, but I'm
killing him. Yeah. The doctor's a fuck, or the medic or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah, because it turns out the doctor's got a plan anyway to steal their organs.
He's the mastermind. Yeah.
They've been stealing organs out of the dead bodies at the hospital and selling them.
Oh, I have no idea that's happened yet.
Oh, you didn't? I thought that comes up.
Yeah, you didn't realize that? That's why he was laying the plastic down and going,
no, because
I've
they
got
didn't
another
say
one.
it yet. Like, I just thought he was going to like put him out and then fucking bury him alive or something.
So they end up taking them both with. And he's like, oh, he didn't hear nothing.
When you come to find out that the guard is listening to the medic, like that kind of like threw me for a loop, Jim. I'm going to say it did. Like, oh.
Well, no, because I think the plan originally was that.
Ben Togel, I'm not a fucking hillbilly. I'm a redneck. Hillbillies are from Virginia and Kentucky. God damn it! I won't
the guard
be
is listening to the guard is listening to the medic because the medic is the one who had the plans to sell the organs and stuff. Like they can sell the heart, deliver the lungs, all this stuff to some kind of on a black market for like several, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. And so they kill these two guys and sell their organs off.
Well, they don't bring that up in this episode.
Well, I'm just giving you a little.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Snorum. We're inbred, but we're not as inbred. God, man. Fucking the bigots in your chat, Dave.
Well, he's from Austria. He doesn't know the
okay.
Okay. Remember, they invited the Nazis in.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a good part too, because this is where they come and they're talking to him. And she's like, "Wait a minute! So an imbecile and an undernourished half cripple overpowered you?"
Tokel, you sure? I would think I would know.
It's not interchangeable. No. Quit reading fucking Kiwi Farms.
Because here's this guy that was working at the jail taking the dead bodies out, and so they come here.
Oh, is that who that? Okay,
Yeah, and so they just pop him in the head and kill him.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't realize that. I was like, how did they like? Yeah.
Well, because he's the first place they're going to go looking because he's the guy who drove the van out. So if he's dead, he can't say anything.
I didn't know he was driving the dead bodies out from the jail. Like,
I didn't put that together until you just said that.
So they're in body bags. They whatever, they knocked them out and stuck them in body bags to get them out of there.
And they made poor Duffy like squirm for a while, right? Like, that was a lot of dead bodies, right, Storm? Like, how many people are dying in this prison?
A lot. This scene was kind of meh. You still selling weed?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I thought it was kind of pointless.
No, I'm selling meth, blah blah blah, and then. But why would she know where the money is? Why would the old lady tell a 14-year-old girl where
that
her
she
money?
Killed? Yeah, and she killed her daddy.
Well, if I told you where the money, it's not going to be for. I can't tell you where the money actually is.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but why would that woman who was in total control, Mags, tell this girl? What the fuck? That makes no
I can't
sense.
see it. Okay, well, I can't. Mags was wanted her to take over.
She's 14, Jim.
When she gets older.
But why at 14 would she tell this girl this?
Even if she wanted her to take over, it's still
wait till she's
a little
18.
ridiculous.
Like this is the same time.
Without blowing too much, I'll just tell you that there is a lot of money, like several $1 million that was socked away. And the girl has the money. It was given to the girl by Elston Limehouse already. She has it.
I didn't need to know that, dude.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, Jim.
I didn't need to know that.
I was just saying.
It comes up later.
Well, no, I'm just saying because
several episodes from now.
I wasn't going to say that, but I agree with Dave that when I'm watching this, I'm going, she's too young. Mags killed her dad. Why in the world would Mags trust her with all that? Like, there's something that doesn't compute with me.
As a first-time viewer, no way. Right.
Yeah.
Now Jim watches it twice a year for the last 7 fucking years, but like
you watch it twice a year.
To know that she actually has the money pisses me off more, Jim. Because Raylan,
way to go, Jim. Now we're gonna have a
this is a
pissy
great
day.
part right here. They explains to her that Noble's holler.
Jim just moves on.
Someone said something about.
Like,
did they go see Boyd? Did they go see Boyd?
He just no sells you, Dave.
I know. He's like, his headphones don't work.
They're selective. Headphones are really expensive.
I know. I got the same ones.
No, they didn't go see Boyd yet. So he says there, she's asking what's Noble Tower, and he says it's a place carved out for emancipated slaves. They've been trying to get rid of them, going on 200 years or whatever. Good white folks are kind of been trying to dig them out for 150 years now. He goes, and they're still there, and she goes, oh, they're still working out.
Yeah.
And so they show up here, and they start looking for somebody, and he's like, "What the hell's a Dewey Crow?" And he's like, "We're gonna pretend you don't know Dickie Bennett." And then he starts trying to hit on, you talk about where you're from, and she says Tennessee something, and talks about this.
I know what you're trying to hide, your Tennessee roots or whatever.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, I grew up right down the road from Johnny Cash." Well, Johnny Cash is from Arkansas. Now he probably had a house in Tennessee when he became super popular, but he grew up literally 5 miles from my dad, and they both, Johnny Cash and my dad, both sang in bands in high school across the state of Arkansas. So I got plenty of Johnny Cash lore with my dad, and my dad's band always won when they would play against Johnny Cash, and my dad was the lead singer. But when my dad turned 18, he walked off the fucking cotton field and joined the Navy and looked and left his band behind, and they all fucking hated him for it.
Yeah. So then they jumped to this. They were at a hotel, and
See that? No response. No response from my bro Jim. Like, that's cool, man.
that's awesome. Johnny Cash is one of my favorites.
No, my dad.
Ghost Riders in the sky.
We didn't hear the story.
Your dad's band always won Battle of the Bands when you were in high school.
When he was in high school, not when I was dead. I was not a thing. When he was in high school.
Well, you were there with him.
No.
You were in his nutsack.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
He
you
had,
were with him, technically.
he had to get plenty of loads out before he got to mine.
Yeah, but you were hanging out there somewhere in his DNA.
No, because I have no singing talent whatsoever. Like, I can't sing.
Have you
My sister
tried?
got that talent.
Give it a
my
shot.
point is,
something.
bro, like,
Hit a note.
and my dad loves Johnny Cash. He said he was a great guy. Like, when they would go to these Battle of the Bands, he was awesome. Oh yeah, and here's the thing where, like, is Boyd a Fed? Because he gives Raylan all the information he needs, right, Jim?
He gives because he thinks Raylan's going to go do because he doesn't want Dickie getting the money. Boyd wants the money.
He also kind of wants to keep Raylan on his side because he's about to take over all the crime in Harlan.
Yeah.
So he wants to keep him as friendly as possible.
Yeah.
I would ask my dad that, EJ, but my dad passed away. So yeah, Dave's karaoke stream when never. I'm not.
So here's
Nick
the whole
Potato.
thing about that gets explained about how when he was about 10, she had decided to have enough, and then she lit off the Noble's Hauer, and then Elston Limehouse. Heard the stories about white women seeking shelter there, and then Arlo was going to go get her, but first he tied one on, and then of course he dragged him along, and that was the first time he met Elston Limehouse, and he was a younger man then, probably about 26, 27.
Yeah, the whole story about
The whole
his
story about how
mom
he
getting
beat up Arlo.
Yeah, and he didn't recognize him. Oh, because I'm just another white guy that he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
Because he beats up so many white men for fun.
Yeah.
Storm,
says, well, maybe
my dad loved country music. He loved Motown and he loved the Rolling Stones. I don't think my dad.
And then so now he's
Really
Boyd's question.
the Grand Funk Railroad and Sly and the Family Stone. Little old for that, but he did love him some Motown, man. Like, we would sit there and record on that reel to reel for hours. Dave, hand me the record. Okay, Dad. It was
Oh,
great.
yeah, Motown's great. Me and my mom's gonna go see the Temptations in, I think, January.
Oh, your mom's still alive, dude?
Yeah, both my parents are still alive.
Cherish that shit, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like my aunt. Like I said, I'm gonna go see that Wicked movie probably Sunday with her.
That's
and
cool.
then my mom, me and her go. She likes Elvis impersonators, so we go see
Really?
those. Yeah. She goes to Elvis
Oh,
Week
this
every
is-
year.
I did like this scene, Jim, because Raylan wasn't quick enough with his gun. He used the car. This was kind of cool. Like, I was like, I'm going to run this motherfucker over.
Twice.
He ran him over twice. I liked it.
Yeah. So here's the scene where they try to escape, and you go where the money is, and he'll call, and then whatever, and then they're going to take him, and he's going with him, and so he's going to go take him to a hotel and take his kidneys.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I just thought he was going to take. I had no idea what this is about. Bodyman.
Well, he keeps talking about doing the other thing and this and that. So here's a truck that's loaded with a bunch of pig shit that they're taking out, and then they're saying they're gonna look through the whole thing and turn them around. And
This
And then-
later on when you find out what they were hauling, I'm like, you made this big pig shit thing to move that much money, bro. You can carry that in a Manila envelope. I know that for a fucking fact, Dave.
Yeah.
I know that
The
for a
bank
fact.
put it in one of those little banker sleeves, like
Yeah, I
Get-
know that for a actual fact.
yeah, and so that Raylan talks to
she's
Ash,
like-
and gets the words.
She
and then-
goes, I'm ready to get dirty. She puts like she's gonna put on her gloves. It's like, oh, she's so cool. you're right. This episode wasn't as good as I thought it was. Stimulated, like,
Oh yeah.
the previous one was much better, except for the end of this was good. I did like that. Boyd showed he was the fucking boss. Like, what are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, the reel to reel, man. Snore him. Like, my dad we would sit there and record. Like, he would record a song on the reel to reel from his vinyl record player, stop the song, pause it on a reel to reel, put another record on, like a mixtape just with albums and reel to reel. But the reason my dad did it is so he could have, because reel to reel was dual sided stimulated. I don't know if you know what reel to reel is. You're a little young.
I know what it is, but I don't know how it actually.
You could go 4 hours on a tape in one direction, and then you hit reverse, and it's 4 hours backwards with the different side of the tape. So my dad would have parties at the house all the time, and he would just hit the reel to reel and never have to worry about DJing that shit. It was awesome. Like he actually bought 2 reel to reel players, and my mom says, "Why did you do that?" He goes, "Because this is new." Like, he's like me, like, because I want the new technology, but he still loved his old reel to reel, his Akai, AKIAI. The second one he bought was a Technics. He just, and even though it was like 10 years newer, he's like, no, this Akai is the shit. No, well, you know what, dude? Yeah, I'm like, there was a lot of problems in my family growing up with what do we call it when you're loyal to your wife? Monogamy.
Monogamy. That's it.
Yeah, they both didn't respect it. And
reel to reels came out before 8 tracks.
Oh yeah, way before. Hey, that's how they used to record.
All music used to be recorded on reel to reels before they went digital. Like anytime, and then they would have to add like compression to it to put it onto the vinyl with a specific curve, equalizer curve to go from the reel to vinyl. That's why you have to have a. That's why you have to have a turntable, a phono amplifier that is actually adjusts back.
Storm, I was at a antique store, and they had an Akai reel to reel player. I was like, oh my god, that's almost the exact same one my dad had, but they wanted like $1,200, Jim, in today's money. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to spend that money on this, because what the guy didn't have was a bunch of blank tapes for me to record to. That's the hard part to find, right? Like the media.
You can get the tape. It's just super expensive now.
Yeah, and it's a specialty thing, right? Like you have to like search for it, right? Or can I find it on Amazon?
You can find it on Amazon. It's just very expensive. I think like one like 6-inch reel is probably over $100.
Yeah, man. Like, I have a bunch of old German made radios, where they have the record player and the tuner for your radio stations and all that. I think I have 4 or 5 of them in my house because I love them. They're beautiful pieces of furniture. This is made in the 50s and 60s stuff. They're super solid. They actually still work. I can turn them on, and if I have the antenna up, they'll fucking pick up the local radio stations. It's fantastic. And that's the only reason I would buy a reel-to-reel is just for the memories of my dad. It's weird, right? Like we buy stuff like that not because of any other reason than the fact that it reminds us of a place that we enjoyed, even though it might have not have been the best place. Still a place that we have fond memories of, along with the negative memories.
So then we jump to this scene where they're at the store.
Jim has no emotions.
And then they're looking here, and then they're like, going to decide who's going to open. Someone's got to open the cooler.
I swear to God, I'm going to do a shot of vodka for free.
And then he goes, "Ooh, wow!" And then Limehouse and Arrow come out and kill them guys. And then Dickie finds out that there's only like $76,000 or
$46,000
and change. And then
43,600, right? Like it was 40.
And then
yeah.
And he's like, "No, that's all the money that's left, except for receipts from all the money you're spent buying up all that land." But there was a bunch of money that came back, so that's why they're like, "There's something wrong here." But Dickie hasn't figured it out yet. And then we're good. Yeah, can you just leave me a shotgun? So they gave him a shotgun and stuff. And then Raylan has to go save him. And then it turns out that Raylan shows up, and and then here's Dewey Crow tied up in the hotel room, and the guy's laying on plastic, and then he gives him another shot.
Ben, I have Virginia vodka. This is vodka made in Virginia. So it's good. Like, it's got to be awesome. Now, I did crack the seal last night because post-stream, Low Watermark said, "Hey, Dave, open that vodka, and if it smells like rubbing alcohol, run for the hills." It doesn't smell like rubbing alcohol. It basically has no smell. And Low Watermark said, "Well, that's shot worthy then." So when I get there, I'll do it. A Polish vodka. Yeah, a lot of potato farmers in Poland, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's a $50 super chat, Storm, because I haven't drank vodka since I was 19. So that's 37 years ago. So yeah. Or I have a wonderful bottle of rum that you guys could say, "Hey, Dave, drink the rum." Cane Rock, but it's got some good color, Jim.
Cool.
Yeah, it does have good color, but I'm not doing that shit for nothing. I'm not this guy called Frog Tony with a missing front tooth. He should sing that song. "All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. My two front teeth." Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, Dave.
Love you, Tony. Love you, man.
You see, you can sing. You carried a solid tune there.
Did I?
Yeah. You just got to learn to sing through your diaphragm.
My sister always told me, "Dave, you're not singing from your mouth, you're singing from your diaphragm." Mm-hmm. So just get there. And it doesn't compute, right? Like, my sister's like, anybody can sing. You'd have to sing from the right place. Yeah. And I don't know what that place is. All I hear is, when I hear myself talk, I can't stand it. Like, I think I have the worst voice in the world. And my wife's like, "No,
you do, but
my wife says, "No, you have a radio voice. Like, not an Aaron M. Holtz voice, but a radio voice. Like you're not as good as that fucking guy who lets his
Aaron
wife
M. Holtz got a
Mercado.
face for radio and a voice for silent movies."
Well, I've never considered myself a good-looking man. Dave is the next Johnny Cash. Am I going to sing 9 Inch Nails songs? Because that's how all these young people found out about Johnny Cash with "Hurt," right? Remember that?
Yeah. I hurt myself today.
It was so much better than the fucking 9 Inch Nails version, no?
To see if I still,
because it had some real emotion coming from a 70-something-year-old man, right? Instead of a fucking 35-year-old guy who
it sounded painful for real. It had
figured that out.
Okay, so then when you went to sleep, was your thinking like, fuck him?
Look at that,
Figured
guys.
out. My thinking was that if there's any information he would have communicated it to me by now instead of asking to get lunch.
You're just being hurtful.
You don't approach people with if there's anything they need, they'll communicate it to me.
My assumption was it's been all week. I assume that at some point.
It's been all week. Wait. It hasn't been all week. It literally has been like 3 days.
Regardless.
Now it's regardless. When you're wrong, it's regardless.
Tony, you talked to Dick.
I did not talk to Dick.
He said, "Can I come in?" I said, "Yeah."
Okay. I know you talked to Riley. At any point,
what does Riley got to do with it?
Because if at any point you're like,
I'm sick of all the Riley stuff on the show, honestly.
Because if at any point you said, "I don't know how to get to the show," there's multiple people you can reach out to. Say, "Oh, here's the address."
But not the guy whose show it is. The guy I'm talking to.
You mean him? It is also his show.
Well,
why did you not? Why
Do
did
I
you
have
not?
his number? I have your number.
Why did you not say,
Send it to
"Hey,
me,
Vito,
Norm.
here's where I'm going to be staying. I could really use a ride to the
Send it
show."
to me, I'll play it. I don't give a shit.
That would have made things very simple.
They would have, but you know.
But
when
you
I
didn't
said-
do it.
When I
How much was
said,
your Uber?
Instead, I
Yeah.
had Instead, I had to listen to coded messages about, "Do you want to go to the buffet?"
No,
which I was supposed to interpret. Which I was
hold
supposed to interpret as,
you keep
How is go to the buffet a coded message? I'm confused.
Just because you
Someone-
would like to go get a buffet with somebody doesn't mean you want to go pick them up on the other side of the LA.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a coded message, really.
Well, first of all,
He's assuming that just because he would take him